We are now recording.
Yay!
Justin, you're a bitch.
Talking about
And just
torture.
yes.
Damn.
Fuck all y'all.
Damn, that was instantaneous. One right after the
Going
other.
right for the
Yeah.
fucking jugular. What
I'm
the
telling you, they
fuck?
all have little fucking veins in their heads. They're just waiting for the moment you say recording, so they can all just bash
Yeah.
me.
Hey, Justin.
Also, I have no filter when I've just woken up.
Please don't
Justin.
say something nice, please.
I will. You're a very dear friend.
Nah, see, thank
I
you.
love
See,
you very much.
you guys
April Fools.
let Bones serve as an example. Okay, guys, take notes, please. Listen to
Justin.
this recording again.
Can I also say something?
Yes.
You suck.
Say it again.
You suck ass.
Thank you for the kind words.
Ow.
Y'all
Well, if
have it all
everyone's
your
got that
system.
out of their system,
Yep.
Love you, bestie.
everyone's got that out of their system. Let
My powers were. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we're getting people through your mic, Justin.
I'm mute for now. Sorry about that.
All good. Last time, you all last time was our 5-year anniversary double double session day. Which started with you all finishing the fight with the shadows, discussing a plan of attack for the Queen of Redwater, arriving at the Queen of Redwater with an earth elemental in tow. You started talking to her, before eventually it led into a fight. Your earth elemental took care of the horde of goblins outside, while the rest of you took on the Queen of Redwater. She proved to be a pretty tough fight. Control of plants in her lair meant that, well, she could control the battlefield in a way. Well, eventually took her down, her weapon, plus some treasure she had, and made your way back, began making your way back to White Sparrow. Along the way, there were some conversations that were had, some roleplay, and the session ended with Ylif jumping into, seeing that she was sort of trapped by some night. Ylif did their best to help, ended up leaving themselves with Blossom. Yep. And having a conversation with Marcus about all manner of things. Blossom's future, the party's future, Ylif and Sedge and so we pick up with, leave you guys all waking up in the guys, because that's not the inn, that's the tavern. That's the, I did remake the White Sparrow map in Incarnate rather than Dungeon Wonder something.
Dungeon Meshy.
Not Dungeon
Dungeon
Dungeon Meshy.
Not Dungeon Draft. I forget what it is off the top of my head.
We
Map
get
of Kings.
the benefits of a long rest.
Yes.
Yay!
You gain the benefits of a
Long
long
rest.
rest. You can hit that button.
God.
Recover 1 level of exhaustion during this rest. I've been exhausted for 3 days.
Yeah, this is the most sleep Blossom has gotten in days.
DJ Money Gang.
What are you all doing? Wake up. The river in White Sparrow is back to its flow. It is much wider than it had been before, flowing much for people of White Sparrow. Ruth Willowmane expressed her gratitude and said that the rest of the rest of White Sparrow did well.
Okay. Strange question.
Yeah.
Can I hear Ilif's thoughts?
That is a good question. I hadn't
Oh,
considered
no.
that.
Interesting.
Excuse me?
Well, considering you can instruct your Echo what to do, and you can see through them sometimes, can I do the same in reverse? Do I have a telepathic link with Ilif now?
This is an interesting question because like this is a link that Ilif themselves has established.
Yo, Feywild twin connection.
Yeah, because like
I-
I'm technically breaking the rules of my avatar by doing that, but I'm also not further than like 30 feet. It's a weird loophole.
Yet.
I will.
You're not further than 30 feet yet.
I'm gonna propose this if it's okay with the both of you.
Yeah.
Once per day, you can attempt to gain insight into Ilif's mind as per the rules of detect thoughts. Once per
Gotcha.
day.
Okay.
It's as if you have a free casting of it specifically on
Yeah.
Ilif once a day.
Yeah. Okay. And I am okay with that going both ways. So like Ilif can also once per day look into Blossom's mind.
Yes, I'm
I
okay
don't think
with
I want
that
to.
Just a little Snoopy Snoop.
This is
There
gonna
you
be
go.
fun.
There you go, you guys.
Yeah.
Blossom starts spewing some bullshit. Ilif just looks at her, eyebrow raised.
It's like,
Hold on,
I
I'll
never
be back in
noticed
2 seconds.
before.
I gotta give Pepper her meds.
Oh yeah.
I never noticed before that these hallways are less than 3 feet wide, which fully violates
Ow!
the ADA
Ow!
requirements for,
Oh my
ease of access for
God.
wheelchair-bound peoples. I think they should just expand the hallway or get rid of it altogether. I mean, what?
Oh my god.
No, I need to make sure you swallowed it. I need to make sure you swallowed it. Ow! Cat!
Thrilling content.
Poor Pepper has to
I think you swallowed it.
has to take medication
Ow,
every
fuck.
day.
Okay.
My dog has to do that every 12 hours, and it's my
Ow.
job to open up his mouth, shove his medication down his throat, so
Yep.
he has no chance of spitting it up, and then washing my hands.
Yep. Okay, I'm back though. I'm good. I'm in pain because she fucking fought me today. She is easier when I catch her when she's sleepy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't really fight back. It doesn't help that I was also eating spicy pickles, so I had that on my fingers.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry, just making some adjustments so stream can see everybody.
You're fine. She just scratched my fucking hand.
There you go.
It hurts.
Wake up
Way.
feeling rested, accomplished from fight.
I think Blossom wakes up with, that crusty drool trail that you get if you've had like a really good night's sleep?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blossom wakes up with one of those. Her hair's like all askew.
Does her
one
face
of her
have the
arms is-
sheet? Does her face have like sheet creases in them?
Oh, for sure.
She got
For
the
sure.
cowlick.
Also- yeah, she's got the sheet creases, the cowlick, the drool train, and also like one of her shoulders is numb from like having it tucked up under her pillow.
Yep.
She's got the whole ensuite of
Yeah.
EP hour.
Just yeah,
just you,
she,
Kate.
like yeah, it's literally me 10 minutes ago.
Is this song
And then-
about us?
Yeah.
Might as well be at this point.
She just sits up, bleary-eyed, rubs her eyes, and then like notices Marcus like, "What day is it?"
If you have to ask me that, it's probably best I don't tell you. Just assume it's a normal day.
All right.
probably
haven't
reading
slept.
some books with this little pipe.
Anything interesting happen?
Well, you sleeping for once. I think that's fairly what's the term?
Unusual?
Let's say notable. I'm happy that it happened. Do you feel rested?
I will in a bit. Still waking up. Feel like I'm hearing Ylif in the back of my head.
I
But
mean, don't
what's
we
different?
all?
Yeah.
Princess while returning back to his
You
work.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Have
I
any
feel like he's
interesting
telling me.
dreams?
I mean, I saw Ylif in a dream, but I also saw Hello. So
Sounds like a pretty common dream for you then.
yeah.
Well, either way, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know. I felt slightly more lucid than I usually do, but who knows?
Probably you just crashing. You being in
Probably.
between things. Let's try our best to make sure that you can sleep without having to stay up for days.
I'll try. I need to talk to Hello later today.
About what exactly?
Just getting. Just telling her the truth about a couple of things.
I see. I have been seeing you be a little jittery, especially after our talk the other day at was it the other day or 2 days ago? Whatever. Either way, I hope.
Time is a weird soup right now.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you don't get a lot of sleep like yourself. I hope your talk goes well then.
Thank you.
I'm sure whatever you say, Hella's gonna be very willing to hear you out.
She might be, but I don't think she'll like me by the end of it.
I think there's very little you can do for someone to, I almost said hate, not like you.
Even nearly killed them in battle after being nearly consumed by a Fey Queen that she nearly sold her soul to.
I mean, that's a
Nearly
big,
sold her soul.
it's a big laundry list, but I don't think Hello as the type of person to keep a list.
I was talking about me, but
I mean, you were talking about those things like Hello would be mad at you for those things. I'm saying that I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
Hello's keeping track of those things.
Gotcha. Okay. That was me, the sleep-addled cave, not getting what you were saying.
Hey, it's method acting at its finest.
Yeah, I was preparing for today's session.
Yeah, of
So-
course.
So much.
Yeah, do give Hello some credit. She is much more grown than you think.
I know.
Just be honest with her. And most of all, don't make it as if you're accusing her. It's just more airing out your feelings.
I feel like that's going to be harder than you say it is.
I mean, it always is, but when you're talking with the right person, things tend to just fall together. Do be aware Hello has her own insecurities to worry about, so I think you two can relate in that front.
Mm-hmm. You see Blossom just starts slowly falling back asleep as she's sitting up.
maybe you should have a lie down and give it a couple more minutes before you go and talk with her.
Okay. I'm gonna lie back down.
All right then. I'll leave you to it. Marcus says,
And
places a
Starts
little
snoring.
blanket over. Yeah.
I think Blossom goes into a trance instead of actually falling asleep.
Puts a little blanket on. And then Marcus is probably gonna head upstairs, have a quick bite to eat. And DM, I wanted to know if this would be possible or not. Now, in my recipe book, I don't really have a potion that helps in this way, but maybe I can make a roll for it, and to make something herbal medicinal for Blossom for those days that Blossom is having a hard time sleeping, kind of like a sleep aid, but not so intense that it have to be a whole potion.
Um,
Make her
that
some melatonin gummies.
Local wildflowers and the like, or things that I could get around town, that kind of thing.
I do want to point out. I think nothing. I think you can make immediately. I think you'd have to do a bit of research because, as an elf, Blossom is immune to magical sleep.
No, true. All right, let me rephrase this then. Less about helping her sleep and more about something to help with her crippling anxiety at times.
Just
That-
antidepressants.
That I think
Antidepressants and Xanax.
that I think is more feasible.
Okay, yeah. Something like I'm gonna meditate now. I'm gonna go into a trance, but I'm thinking about 10 different things right now. Something that she can pop on those days and be like, zoning out.
Jed,
Different weed.
it's just you. It's just you with your ADHD meds.
Yeah. Fun fact: I'm out of those.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
bitch, the
So,
fuck?
yes, I want to
Ah.
make fantasy ADHD meds.
My
Yeah,
next day
I
off
think-
is Monday.
I don't have insurance,
Oh, fuck.
so
Oh
I
shit,
can't.
yeah.
So I can't
Oh,
refill
shit.
them. But thank you.
RP chat.
Yeah, I think that's something a bit more possible. Something that's less like a sleep spell and more like a calm emotions.
Yes, exactly. That is the ticket. So I don't mind spending the morning scouring the countryside for whatever I need.
Yeah, go ahead. This would be, I guess, your search, your
Yes.
investigation.
Okay. I will do that. Let's get.
Red,
Yep.
you should commit insurance fraud.
I am not going to do that. I also would very much like to point out that we are recording, and these get posted publicly.
It's a joke. You should commit insurance fraud in fucking Minecraft or whatever.
Now, would this be a nature or a medicine check?
Be in nature. I think
Nature.
hunting for specific
Alright.
plants.
I'm going to use charge on this to add my things. Alright, let's see what I get here. What is that? A 17 plus 4, 21.
Might reduce the number of charges you get on that to 1.
No. My beautiful eye.
Just realizing I might have might be a little bit over.
Understand. It is within your power.
So sorry, looking at this is gathering flora page. Yeah. Sorry, just flip.
No worries.
Okay. But yeah, this is a dedicated search without traveling. You got a 21, you said?
Yep, 21.
Let us experiments gathering. Located at A. Hey, there we go. I guess this would be considered Arctic flora.
Makes sense.
So a roll. Forget. Have I had you roll the d20 or have I rolled the d20?
I think you usually roll it.
Okay, I will do so this time. Okay. You do manage to find like some Arctic creeper.
Arctic
I
creeper.
rolled a natural 1.
Oh man.
Arctic creeper. A low gray stemmed creeping plant that grows around rock formations in high cold climates. The leaves can be dried and grounded and added as an ingredient to make common potions to change the damage type to cold or necrotic. Interesting.
So not entirely what you're looking for, but I will allow one more search because it is a dedicated thing and spending like your mornings. So if you go ahead and roll another
Sure.
nature.
Fine by me. That one's a 17.
Okay.
After my additions.
What else you get? You find some Kanishta.
Ooh, wait, Kanishta. Ooh, that's uncommon. Kanishta. Let me roll over to Kanishta.
It's this short plant that grows in tendrils across the ground, sprouting broad, fluffy leaves. Thrives in cold environments. Growing beneath the ground is a thick, dark-colored root.
Cool.
Extremely bitter, provides temporary relief from the cold weather. Those that chew it express a feeling of warmth and a sense of renewed strength.
Oh, cool.
Getting resistance to cold and frost damage and +1 strength to checks. That is the plant itself. But there is something there to be said about using it to imbue a sense of warmth.
No, true, yeah.
Helps with a sense of comfort.
No, that makes complete sense. I can make it into some kind of herbal tea of sorts. Mix it in with some other good stuff to help with whatever bitterness.
Very nice
comes with the
warming
rope.
tea.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to try to attempt to convert this Kanishta into a couple of, different little tea bags, however many tea bags is up to you.
Yeah, go ahead. This time make me a we'll say a medicine check.
Sure. Medicine time. Medicine. I think this time I'm going to use guidance on myself for this medicine check. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, that's that. Let me roll my d4. So I got a 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, I think on a 16 you could make we'll say like 5 roughly tea bags of spending some time drying it, probably using magic to help a bit. And then chopping it up, combining it with anything else you can find. Yeah, I got about like 5 tea bags there.
Cool beans. All right. Nice. I put them I fold them up in a nice little handkerchief or something. Or, well, I mean, what's the optimal way of keeping tea? That's what I want to know. I know you keep it in a dark place somewhere, but
yeah, usually, teas come in like cardboard or tin, cardboard or metal tins, to completely block them from the light, because the sunlight will oxidize the leaves, and lessen their effects.
Okay, now that makes sense. All right, I put it in an old tin or something then.
Yeah.
And I draw a little picture on the front of the tin. That is a Blossom in one of those Scrooge hats, laying in bed, hump for a blanket, going squash.
All right.
And I pack it away until such a time that Blossom is awake and I can give it to her.
All right. With that done, what is everyone else doing this morning?
I am calling Chandria.
All right.
But I know I had a big RP last session, so if Ike and Boss want to do stuff first, I'm fine with that.
Sorry, I'm eating dinner.
Oh, okay.
No, I was in the middle of a mouthful, but it's fine now. I think Hellu takes a walk around town, like pretty far on the outskirts.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably does some more drawing, trying to once again figure out the Queen of Redwater's face. Before sort of frustratingly starts probably just skipping stones or just full on tossing rocks into the river.
Right.
Just kind of brooding, I think.
Yeah. Like, is there anything in particular, any roleplay wise, or just sort of, Hellu is having some time to herself this morning?
Hellu is having some time to herself this morning.
All right. I will say, for both of you though, both of you who do leave the inn, you do find that like at the front desk, the man running it, does like pass you guys baskets of bread, dried meat, fruits, like blankets
Oh.
that were knitted, and explains that like townsfolk have been coming by since yesterday and today, dropping off gifts
Oh.
for the folks who gave them back their river.
Oh no, Hellu has more to brood about. It has now become the conundrum of I murdered someone, why am I being thanked for it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like logically understanding that okay, the Queen of Redwater was probably a bit of a wacko for stealing these people water, but is having a hard time understanding why people are thankful that Hellu is centering herself on this.
Yeah.
Thanking why they're thanking Hellu specifically when she murdered someone.
Right.
So that's not been fun.
Is having a bit of a crisis.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Right. Yeah, you can do that about the edges of town. Sedge, is there anything you're doing?
I am EP. Fuck. Hold on.
Sedge can just be chilling. Sedge doesn't have to
I
do anything
guess
in
he.
particular.
Maybe this is his one
I think
day.
I think he's meditating. And while he's meditating, he is reaching out with his awareness to the dragon mark in relation to how he's feeling, and every time it kind of tries overtaking his emotions, he tries to get a handle on it, but I don't think it's working too much.
Give me
It's
a second.
just
Hold
kind
on.
of him.
Uh,
Nutty?
make me.
Uh-oh.
You've activated Jen's trap card.
I'm stuck between.
It's into Shadow Realm.
I think what it is yeah, you reach out and you do feel something like a presence, something like a simmering anger that isn't quite your own, but you have been making it your own unintentionally. So the border, the line that delineates you and this dragon mark are fraying. And it takes the form of this sort of like creeping cold. So with that, I'm gonna have you make a con save.
Oh, fuck. What's my con?
The +4.
Admit.
Paladin
Do I
aura.
also get? Yeah, and my aura. So it's a +7.
No, the +4 is with your aura. D&D
Oh.
Beyond will do that for you.
Damn it. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Your aura is the only reason
Can
you
it
have
be
a
a
positive.
Yeah.
Your aura is the only reason you have a positive deck save. I
Can I
thought
make this
about
a charisma save?
I thought about making it either charisma or wisdom, but I was like, damn, those are really good. I want to make this. You yourself were just saying that he's not doing a great job of keeping it at bay.
Ooh. Wow. That's an 8.
It's I think you're having trouble keeping it at bay because a part of you is like, well, why should I? Why should I? Look at how helpful it's been. Look at the power it's given me.
Ah, fuck.
Uh-oh.
And it's like you are in your meditation or like, wait, no, that's a bad thought. But then it sort of slips back in and you're like trying to beat it back, but you're not making much headway at all.
I think Sedge is just getting angry at this point.
Which I think just feeds
Like,
into itself.
yeah. Look, we're not having a good one, boys.
I love characters slowly falling to
What they swore they would not become.
exactly. Is there anything else Sedge is doing, or?
Other than getting fucking mad, and then having that feed back into it, and then getting even madder about it, nah. I think he's just trying to I think he's meditating, and the more mad he gets, the more he thinks he can get out of it, and then when he doesn't, he gets even madder.
Oh, we love to see it. All right.
So, yeah.
With that, we'll move back to you, Eilif.
Yeah, I'm just call it up, Andrea, because I think we all probably like. I had my own. It was like one of those things. If we got separate rooms, or if we weren't, I stepped out from like Sedge in my room.
Yeah,
Um,
I think at the beginning it was you and Sedge shared a room.
yeah,
Lily was
yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
one with her own room.
Yeah. So I just like step outside, and I'm just like pulling up the sending stone, going boop 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 boop, with the emergency just stuff, and I'm just like sitting there like waiting to call my boss, and I'm like gonna be late for work.
Yeah, you call up. You use a sending stone, activating it. You use like the hey, this is an emergency thing.
I use the hey, this is like a double triple threat emergency. I use the one right below hi, there's an attack about to happen on.
I think then like the sending stone is answered within an instant as you Chandra is Night Eilif, what's wrong?
Hi.
What's the emergency?
Are you sitting down?
I am in my office, yes.
Okay. I found Lady Tatiana. Titania.
Explain.
So you know my friend Blossom. It
Yes.
turns out that she is the avatar,
Secret avatar.
secret avatar of Titania. And this was proven in a series of unfortunate circumstances
I
by
think
a warlock not accidentally, but Blossom was not aware of this, made a promise to the warlock of our party, and that warlock's patron now has a favor from the Queen of the Severed Court in his back pocket.
There
And
is.
Blossom is also tied to Queen of the Air and Darkness and has been twice now influenced and maybe possibly taken over to commit acts of uncharacteristic violence. And it's draining magic from her. And her arm is slowly turning white.
Chandria,
Ylif,
panic.
I need you to
down.
slow down.
I'm
I
so
love how
sorry.
Blossom was like, yeah, you can tell Chandria, but only what you have to. And Ylif immediately spills out all the beans.
I
Okay,
think
that's kind of because everything kind of needs to be shared.
I know, but it's just funny.
Ylif is literally holding back everything from Chandria, like, just until Blossom gave the okay.
Yeah, Sandra is like,
Okay.
I need you to slow down.
Oh, yes, my lady, I apologize. This has been a very long week. Or
So to recap, your party member and friend,
the one that was in a coma.
yes, I remember her.
Hmm.
The secret avatar of Titania, of my aunt,
Yes.
and is now beholden to both an unknown entity in the form of her warlock's patron and the Queen of Night of Air and Darkness.
Yes. And this avatar, or my friend Blossom, is also beholden to the Queen of the Severed Court stuff also. Recently, there was an opportunity thanks to a spell for me to go into her dreams, and there were 3 chains connected to her.
Well, if she is the avatar, that part makes sense. She would be unable to extricate herself from any connection to the Summer Court without serious intervention. This is very important news, and thank you for coming to me with it. Unfortunately, this means if you are ever to return to Astrazeline, I need a heads up well in advance. Now that I know this, my neutrality is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Then your new assignment is that we'll do everything in our power to ensure your friend does not die.
Yes, my lady. What is your recommendation to prevent the moments where she is, I don't want to say possessed, but uncharacteristically acts in violence and does not remember it afterwards?
That is something that I would need to think about. Fortunately, the Queen of Night of Air and Darkness, her dealings are hard to meddle in, considering the power you would need a similar level of power
Okay.
sort.
Okay.
But
If, say, another party member of mine had accidentally bargained with the Queen of Air and Darkness unknowingly, would that also apply to them?
please tell me it's not you.
No. I just meant the
Steel.
embodiment of entropy. In my dreams at one point. No, it's a different member of my party.
May I ask who?
The barbarian Halu. Oh, we aren't sure, but she might be in some form or capacity causing problems
I
in
know.
the Feywild. Okay. Oh yeah, okay.
She wields a halberd, yes?
Oh no.
There have been reports of such a figure
Oh
traveling
no.
with Queen Mab's knights throughout the lands of the Gloaming Court. Additionally, to rewind a bit, you said that Queen Mab was draining magic from.
Yes. And the more as it's happening, her hand is slowly turning white. she is being whitewashed.
That explains another problem.
Oh, great.
There are stories are coming out of the summer court that Tanya's avatar is back in action,
Oh, lovely.
but her magic is different than.
Oh shit.
That's lovely. Well, fantastic. Quick question. Is there, and this is not in any offense or anything, but Blossom has been worried about what being the avatar of the Queen of the Summer Court means. Is there any way that she could just remain Blossom? Especially now that we have one of the avatar. I mean, obviously, clearly something is inconsolably incorrect with that avatar, but
It means that likely the magic that Queen Mab is siphoning from her friend is allowing her to connect Tanya's avatar and puppet it, despite the fact that it is Tanya puppeting it.
okay, that's not good.
No.
But
As for the avatar question, Friend Blossom, unfortunately, this is uncharted territory.
okay,
Avatars of that nature are incredibly rare and require a great deal of, as is. I myself do not have access to such a thing, so I frankly don't know. That would be a question for Titania herself.
that's ow, my lady.
You'll need to find you'll need to find my aunt's symbols of power and connect friend if she, as I suspect, can self reconnect you with those in you. There, suppose she is the best one to decide the fate of your avatar. There is no precedent for what you are asking.
Just to ask, because again, uncharted territory. If, say, I went back into my friend's dreams and just broke all the chains that are representing the pacts, would it do anything, or is that a bad idea? I did not do that. I thought about doing it, but then I realized I have no idea what these things mean or are.
At the moment, I would
So-
advise against it, but I would
Okay.
I would remind you that my purview is not dreams. You would seek out someone who's is dreams.
Whose purview is dreams again?
Let me go look at my Archfey notes.
I lived like there's too many goddamn archfays.
Not me also going to look at Archfey notes.
Where are archfay notes again? In links of importance.
The White
Okay.
Knight.
Yeah.
That's not great.
Yeah.
That's
That would be
bad.
that would be White Knight of the Gloam. But you are in luck in that he has not always been on the best terms with the Queen of Air and Darkness. You may very well wish to help.
I will have our resident person that's good at talking to people think about what to say. Thank you, my lady. Other update. So what was the name of the circus theater troupe again? Out of character question. What was the name of the theater troupe? Did we learn the name of the theater troupe?
You did.
Uh,
You did.
Just because I was about to let Chandria know that
Knight's
there
Promise?
were problems.
Knight's Promise. Yeah, it was definitely Knight
Okay.
something. So
Yeah.
I
Just
thought that
as
was
of this
play.
Yeah.
Hold on. I am checking. Where are my notes on this? Me being like, pause while I look.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to help me cheat at solitaire.
Why would you cheat at solitaire? It's a solitary game.
Sometimes it's fun too.
That's the cheating.
I say as if I haven't cheated at solitaire.
No, I think that was it. That technically it's supposed to be the Knight's Promise, but I mixed it up and so like shit, okay, that's the play's name. What did I say was troop name? Shit.
You might not have given them a name.
I might not have. Because I feel like at this point, Moss would cut in with the actual name if I had from their notes.
I don't even know where I would fucking find it in my notes, to be perfectly honest with you. I have so much fucking shit going on.
That is fair.
Yeah, Knight's Promise is a Feywild play. The only thing I can think of where we would have been told it was when Angelica first gave us this quest.
She wouldn't have known it. She didn't know that it was a play thing that was happening.
For the theater troupe. The name of the theater troupe.
Oh.
Only other time that I can think about where the name might come up was when I was asking Nick questions.
Yeah,
I genuinely don't think you gave us a name for the troupe. I think you just gave us a name for the play.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Opening day is soon. The Knight's Promise. Nick can't speak about the play. So, yeah.
Okay.
I have nothing. Shockingly.
I'm pulling up Fantasy Name Generator. That tells me that I didn't give you guys a name.
It might be somewhere in the supplemental. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I doubt it.
But I don't know that any of us took notes on the supplemental because we, as ourselves, don't know what's happening.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a good one. Thing.
Romeo and Juliet 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Why not call like the Wild Thorn Theater Troupe?
I was gonna do something like the Bluebell Sisters.
Oh, that's good. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, I think somewhere along the you would have yeah. Oh shit! I actually don't know if you guys would know the troop name.
Yeah, that's sort of like.
I had no idea. It was just like.
No,
as in asking because.
Yeah, I don't think you guys ever in character would have an opportunity to learn what the troop's name would be. You know.
I mean, I feel like Angelica might have told us. Yeah, you're.
No, because Angelica didn't know why Nick Bottom went missing.
There's a difference.
She did though.
There's a difference, but
No.
she didn't. She just said that they just hadn't reported in for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can I ask, would Nick know the name of the troop or no?
Well, so there's a difference between Nick's troop's name, which is the cover that the Harpers use,
No, I understand that,
and
yeah.
the Hags troop names.
Like, has he been around them, or is he lucid enough to know their name? If the answer is no, then obviously we would not know.
He would not have been lucid enough to tell you their name.
So yeah, so we do not know. Then that's fine.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Nick's theater troupe, not the Hags.
The Hags. We're talking about the Hags theater troupe.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the Nick's theater troupe is different from the Hags. And I don't think you would have ever had an opportunity to actually learn what the Hag's Troop is. But you as Eilif do know that the Knight's Promise is a somewhat a well-known Feywild play.
Yeah.
But we do
So,
know the directors also, Lucille and.
You don't know. I don't think you know their names in.
No.
No.
The Queen of Redwater told us their names.
Yeah, right.
Just as a heads up, I'm not sure this will cause any problems, but my party and I are about to go handle 2 hags that are causing problems on the Prime Material. They're currently doing the Knight's Promise play.
I think you hear Chandria sigh, and she goes,
Lucille and Mabel.
"Oh no, not those ones again."
Lucille and I don't remember the other name, but
The directors, the ladies, Lucille and Mabel.
Lucille and Mabel. Also, they were making another hag who we just killed. So.
Of course they were. Oh, those sisters have been a pain in the Feywild's ass too long. If you can get rid
I'm
of
guessing
them,
killing
please.
them. Do they have any backups? Like if we kill them here, are they dead, or are they gonna cause Feywild trickery and come back?
I'm not. I've never had. You can tell she's like frustrated, also dealing with all the information before. And she goes,
Sorry, my lady.
they've always been a very slippery bunch. They use innocence in their actors, and sort of cower behind them. So they've been very slippery, past centuries. If you kill them, they will be dead. Just the 3 of them are a coven, so I would be careful.
Wait, there's 3?
There should be. There was the last time I heard of them.
We've only heard of 2, and they were making a new one. So I guess the 3rd one died at some point.
Either died or she struck off on her own after some argument with her sisters.
Great. Thank you, my lady.
What-
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
I would keep an ear to the ground of another hag causing problems. She'll likely be 3rd.
Yep.
What's your name?
Do you know her name, my lady?
Sorry.
And she's
I'm hearing my friend's voice in the back of my head. It's
Holly.
okay. Wonderful. Thank you. I am very sorry that I had so much wonderful information to give you this morning. I don't know what time it is there. It's morning for me, so this morning.
Well, I do thank you for reporting in. I do wish to be clear that it has been a couple of months since you've last been in the Feywild.
It has what? Excuse me?
You're aware that time flows sort of freely here. There,
My
right?
lady, I've only ever been in the Prime Material during Worldfall when we are synced up. Oh, dear God. It's been like 3 weeks here. Not counting the 2 weeks we missed from the time warping.
That doesn't surprise me. Yes, it has been about 3 months since you have
Oh,
been here.
dear lords. Okay. And it's been a month and a bit here. Okay. Great. Wonderful. How does it work for Worldfall? Do I need to be worried that you guys are coming back to the Prime Material sooner than...
No, the seasons here in the Feywild don't change like they in the Prime Material. When the Prime Material reaches summer, we'll be there.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
But please
It
keep
was
me
in
updated on
fact
any
not
other.
all or okay.
Please keep me updated on any other information that you learn. If I have the time, I will look into the question of avatars for you.
Thank you, my lady.
And don't know if you want to know. Sign.
I will take that as a good thing.
I as well.
Have a good afternoon, my lady.
And you, Night Ilif. And she'll close the sending stone.
And Isla kind of just sits in the snow. Kind of crying a bit, actually.
Oh, poor baby.
Sitting this crying for a bit.
It's just out of the womb.
Yeah, moving outside here. But yeah, the morning passes somewhat peacefully for some, less peacefully for others. I think for once somehow Blossom and Marcus have a very peaceful morning.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you know, right?
Crazy.
What
Damn.
world do we live
Now
in?
we know we're in dire straits.
Honestly.
We're in a different plane of existence where Blossom and Marcus have the normal morning.
Yeah, really.
Blossom sleeping
Blossom
in
and
Marcus.
Marcus are the non-toxic relationship.
Oh, that's their baby.
Living their cottagecore dreams that they never
Are
dreamed of in
they?
a million years.
But as I say, as noon rolls around, Blossom, you do awake from your trance,
Mhm.
a bit more refreshed.
Did she lose more of the exhaustion?
Technically, you would have lost it on that long rest originally.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was we have to do a long rest for every level you have.
I only had one level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought you had
Yeah.
one. Never mind.
Nope.
Never mind.
I could have. I rolled successfully on the first night not to get exhausted.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think, yeah, I wake up at around noon, and I think the first thing on my mind is, all right, I gotta go talk to Helu before I convince myself not to. Because she needs to know that I have been terrified of her for the last 3 or 4 days. So I'm gonna go look for Helu.
Would Hello have come back to the inn by this point?
No, I think Helu is honestly still trying to work out the frustration. I think she has moved on from throwing rocks to practicing with her halberd. Just in attempt to refine that equilibrium. My God.
Equilibrium.
Thank you.
Imagine then Hello might be on the other side of the river.
Yeah. Probably like actually a little more ways down, like pretty far. It's just not like pushing herself hard, but has been doing more of an endurance practice.
Right.
Trying to get that runner's high mentality, almost.
Yeah.
I think I ask around a little bit, like, hey, has anyone in town seen Helu? Oh, you saw her on the river? Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Easy enough then. They point you, and you can see her at a certain point, like across the river yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Hauling ass.
I think I just kind of slowly approach. Mind if I join you?
I think you actually catch Helu off guard. I, just for a little inject of comedy before a serious conversation. I think Helu's doing probably like some kind of twirl. You speak, and it just kind of, "Huh," and then just kind of beans her on the side of the head. Son of a fucking shit piss. What? Oh,
Wait,
fuck. Hi. Ow. Fuck.
are you alright? Do I need to
Yeah.
call Sedge over?
No, I just, got myself in the eyeball with the blunt of my halberd. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hi. And Helu will like turn around. She's probably like in more of a like summer wear shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Having sort of shucked off her big winter coat as she worked up a sweat. Uh, and just sort of like smiles at you. What's up? Hi.
I wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, was it about
Kind
the
of,
crossbow training? Freaking
um,
crossbows.
uh, well, I was, thinking I could, use this, and she pulls out the chef's knife, she's like, and just kind of try to adapt your movements to work with it.
Uh, yeah, that's
You know, kind of,
that's not gonna work, Blossom.
I mean, Blossom takes the knife, in her main hand, and then kind of does like the same footwork, but like using her offhand as sort of like a blocking instead of like supporting the pole arm that Hello would have used her offhand for. Just kind of goes through like similar steps that she saw Hello doing as she approached. Not as clean, but like trying to adapt it to a different weapon style.
I think
Huh.
it's got like the bones of something good and useful, but it is still awkward because there's a huge
Yeah,
difference between
for
a
sure.
halberd and a dagger.
Yeah.
It definitely has something. Like it's an idea. Helu, like still sort of like gently rubbing sort of the side where she hit herself, is giving like a very critical sort of once over to Blossom's form. And it's just like you'll actually want to do like this and hold it sort of like this instead. And sort of like going through the like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
wider stance. You'll want something on, like, at least thicker padding on your blocking arm. So if someone does stab you, it won't. Well, it'll go through your arm. It'll hurt like a son of a bitch. But it won't, stab you in the chest. And that's the important part. You want your arm to take hold. And it's just like, going on
Right.
and on.
Right. Yes. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Oh, that's interesting.
Blossom chickening out. Bark, bark, bark.
No, I think he's trying to distract Hello before she goes in with a knife, literally.
God.
Or the metaphorical knife, rather.
Yeah.
Sure, that's what you.
So I think they. So I'm just imagining like they start mirroring each other's movements, trying to get like Blossom's footwork down, making sure she gets in the habit of like staying on her toes because
Actually,
with the dagger you need to be more agile.
Hello actually
ready
has a
for dodge.
dagger, so she'll pull that out instead.
Okay. So I think while they're basically doing like this mirror training, Blossom just kind of spits out. I've been terrified of you for the last 4 or 5 days.
God.
Right to the hilt.
Yeah.
Record scratch.
Yeah, it really is. Like you see, I think for the first time, Helu sort of stumble over her steps as she gets the proverbial wind knocked out of her. And there's sort of this, like, she heard you, but it hasn't fully comprehended, and that comprehension is slowly cycling in, and she looks at Blossom and just, what? And there's no anger on her face, but there is a grief.
Mm-hmm. Part
And she
of
looks
the reason.
so young.
Part of the reason I haven't been sleeping is I was afraid of you. You see, I had a blip of a surge where I was in the Feywild for a brief moment, a few seconds really. But I saw you or a thing with your face on it with a pair of knights who looked like
Oh
they
my god,
were
tell her.
with Mab's Gleaming Court. And it got some wheels turning, and then and I was okay for the most part until your rage against the goblins on the cliffside. I was scared of you and what you could do. And I thought you deserved to know, now that we're out of relative intense planning and strategies for the most part at the moment.
You see, like, like this, whatever sort of workout sweat that Helu had gotten sort of like mostly dissipated. But as you're telling Helu this, like a new, like, fear sweat breaks out. And her eyes aren't entirely focused. And she is kind of clammed up. I wish you didn't
Hello?
tell me that. Go away.
Wait, no, Hello, we need to talk about this.
I wish you didn't. I'm supposed to protect you. That's my job. That's why I'm here. But you're afraid of me.
I told you because I thought if you knew, it would be easier for us to work out how to help you.
How does knowing that my friends are afraid of me help me?
I was just trying to be honest with you. I'm sorry. And Blossom, like, kind of approaches, like, trying to put out, like, a supportive hand on her shoulder.
What would Heller do?
Bite it.
No.
Full of dark
That's
arts.
some that's some
I like
marky
it.
that's some marky shit.
Pull it.
I think Helu kind of tenses at the contact. And has that moment. It's she's trying not to move because she's worried now she'll break Blossom somehow. It's for the first time she is afraid of her own strength. I'd like to be alone, please.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Whatever's going on with you, we want to help you.
I know. But I don't even know how to help myself. If I can't do that, how can any of you help me? Because apparently I see animals, and when apparently there aren't any, and there was one when we were fighting the Queen of Redwater, but she's a person and I murdered her. I don't kill people. Animals, fine, whatever. Who cares? But I don't. People is where I draw.
Heather, you had a terribly traumatic childhood. None of this is your fault.
Maybe.
It's part of this is my own fucked up shit that's going on. You're not alone. And please don't try to do this by yourself. Now that you know, ask for help. Please.
Helu kind of shrugs again, and I think this time sort of shrugs off Blossom's contact. Goes to pick up her halberd and her coat. You can figure it out when we get back to Neverwinter. We still have to get Nick and kill those hags. There's always time later, after the job's done.
All right.
I think it might be best if you ask Eilif to teach you. If you want to learn how to fight. And she'll walk past Blossom. Walk past Blossom, past the bridge, and I think probably goes into the woods a little bit.
I think Blossom starts to speak up. Is like, that might not be the best. Shit. Like she wants to tell Hello, like, don't go in the woods. Because the hag was also like, she really fumbled the ball on this one. Um,
Hel-
so I think
Hello's
so.
Hello's not going far. Like if you
Yeah.
you can if you walk to over yonder here, you can
Okay.
still see her. Like she's not going off into the woods to go fight the hags by herself. She's still within like eyesight of the town. She just
Okay.
wants a
Cool.
little more privacy.
And then Blossom is like, definitely more worried. He's like, see, Alec, this is what happens when I try to be honest with people. And she, like, really nervously crosses the bridge and goes back into town.
All right.
Alrighty.
Island just needs to babysit every conversation Blossom has.
Blossom
Apparently.
is
Not
incapable of
expecting it
having an
to go
important
that way.
conversation by herself.
Fucking red lights started going off in my head when you were like, I went to the Feywild and I wait.
No.
Wait, no!
Back up.
Turn around!
Yeah, the minute you started speaking, I was like, are you kidding? This is how Helu finds out in
Oh,
quite possibly
God.
the worst possible way.
I
Yeah.
told you!
I was making
I
pizza
told you.
rolls and missed it.
Bro. Oh boy, howdy. So you know the thing where Hello apparently like appears in the Feywild with the twin knights, and Blossom saw them. Yeah, she just flat out told Hello
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No like intro, no nothing, just straight raw dogging it. That's wild.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, no, I did preface it by,
Yeah,
hey,
like,
I've been
yeah, we know
terrified
we were
of you for
super
the last
mad,
week.
but
Yep.
Hello,
No,
record scratch.
Blossom
What?
Blossom is not a fixer of problems. She is the creator of problems.
We know.
Like, anyone lets Blossom out of their
Yeah,
sight,
we
I'll never
created
know.
another one.
Gonna put a leash on you like some kind of kid in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Fucking Belle, Alicia Bell.
I think Blossom finds Marcus wandering around, like, leans over to him and says, I might have fucked up, and then goes back to her room.
Healed. Okay. I think you catch Marcus. He's very peacefully chopping up some local herbs, you know, doing his little Stardew Valley morning. You say that, you start walking back, and I think like Marcus misty steps to the front of the fucking like balcony area.
The
patio
fuck
of this
do you
thing,
mean
like,
you fucked up?
hold up. Oh, what happened?
You can't just say that shit and
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
off.
What body do we gotta bury? What's going on?
We should go inside.
I don't know. You got this kind of look in your eye. Are you sure this isn't urgent?
Marcus, get inside now.
Not until you tell me what's going on.
I'm not going to have this conversation outside in the cold. Please.
Okay. I mean, I'm just getting the vibe that we're gonna go inside. You're gonna tell me I'm gonna be leaving right outside again. I was just trying to save myself some trouble here.
Fine. I might have spilled the beans about Hello to Hello.
Cane dropping on my little pipe dropping on the ground. What?
I know you said we were going to Old Tonta together, but it just sort of came out. I was trying to share with Hello how I've been feeling the last few days, and it kind of just spilled.
Spilled. You spilled a whole bunch of extra trauma on on the poor girl. We were gonna wait for a good time to do this.
I know. We've been hiding it from her for long enough. She deserves to know.
Long enough. I told you guys like 2 days ago.
But who knows how long this has been going on since the Feywild, since the fight with Cryovane?
I can very much tell that
That's
you didn't really get
months.
all that great of a reaction, and this is exactly why. She was already going through a lot. We just gave her something else to ponder over, something that relates to the things that she's worried about. We just had to find a better way of letting her know. God. Where is she?
No. On the other side of the river. She's just past the first layer of trees.
I'm gonna go drop in on her. Please, just get inside and
I'll
have
stay
some food
here
or
and I
something.
won't talk to anyone. Promise.
No, just. I'm sorry. Just. I'm just worried about her. Okay, just.
I know.
I'll be right back.
In the distance, a tree just.
I wonder where she is.
I did
Dear
say
me.
I was sorry.
Okay, I'll just go have some. You know what? Marcus reaches into his bag, takes out the little tin thing. Here, I made this for you this morning. How about you have one?
What is
Here,
this?
have the edibles.
Just some tea I've made. I've noticed you've been a little jittery. This is a relaxant.
Confused look. Okay.
You'll know what I mean when you have it. It's to help you sleep, but if it hasn't entirely been the best morning, so maybe it can calm your nerves a little bit. Okay. I might have some after this conversation. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Go. Just. Thank you.
I'll go check on Helu. I can't have her swinging around that halberd all day in this fucking cold. She's gonna get fucking sick or something. Okay. And next time we want to talk about secrets, let's all talk it out first.
I love you.
I
Not that added, I love. I'm sorry.
You're on thin ice, but I love you too. I'll see you soon. I'll be right back.
Blossom goes inside.
Damn. That's basically sending a hey girly text. Like,
Hey, you up? My parents aren't home. You up?
yeah, really.
All right, I kind of want to break the ice a little bit, because I just saw a tree get fucking chopped down off in the distance. I think I'm gonna write a little note and attach it to my little bat, and I'm gonna be watching Hello for a distance and fly it over.
You go into like your familiars, you watch it fly over. Hello, you're in the forest taking your emotions out on the trees. Um,
I did send you a little thing.
I did see that.
Okay.
But I want this to go through because it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, you're taking your emotions out on the trees. When look up, you see something fluttering out of the corner of your eyes, and it's a bat with a little note in its claws.
Drops it down in front of you. Damn, what the hell do I write in it?
Does Hello recognize the bat? Like, I've seen the bat, right?
I mean, it does look a little bit different than most bats. It's got like a, it's got like some gray around its eyes that make it look like a little bandit mask. So
That's
it's
so
definitely
cute.
it definitely looks a lot different than most bats. And also, most bats aren't carrying notes, so it probably like flies on the fucking tree stump you just made, and drops the little note in front of you. And what does the note say? I haven't thought that far.
I think. Well, you think of the note. I think Halu like side eyes the note, but like very pretty angrily says, "Fuck off, Marcus."
It probably says, "Looks like you almost lost the fight to that tree. Are you good?"
You job.
How the fuck do you think I am? Did you know about this?
Marcus comes up from like behind a tree somewhere. Know about what exactly?
Rolls around that I'm terrorizing the Feywild, apparently. That I'm walking around with Knights of Mabs.
This isn't really gonna
Please
help
say
out the
no.
situation, but I kind of was the first person to know.
And she just like kind of stabs the pointed end of her halberd in the ground. It just like kind of walks away, shoos the bat off the stump, and just like sits down on it heavily.
Gotta be very sensitive. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you. This wasn't the way I wanted you to find out. I just wanted to figure out more about this whole thing before I came to you with it. Especially because I've seen you haven't really been doing that great due to recent events. So I wanted to come to you with this, with at least some sort of path to a solution.
Solution. Always a man with a plan, aren't you, Marcus?
I mean, this is less about a plan and more of me just wanting to make sure you're gonna be okay. I mean, it's been a real crappy.
Okay.
It's been a real crappy couple of weeks for all of us, but it's been a lot rougher on you in some aspects, and I didn't want to put this on you right away.
Put this on me right away. Thanks. Really appreciate it.
Again, I've been trying to do my best to figure this out. I was trying to talk to you in one of your dreams, and that's when I figured it all out. It seems to only happen when you're sleeping, as far as I can see.
How long have you known?
I found out. I found out the night that we stayed in the spa back in Neverwinter, so it's been about a week.
It's been like
It's been longer than that.
it's been like 3 weeks. Remember, it took you a while to. Took you like
It
2
only took
weeks.
us- I thought it took us a week to get up from.
Yeah, that's
No.
why.
It took you 2
No,
weeks.
it's been 2 weeks.
Oh shit!
Yeah. It's been like, I think like Jen said, like nearly 3 weeks. You knew. Since the bathhouse.
Yeah, and yeah, and I knew since then, and I don't want you to blame anybody else because I only really told the others yesterday or 2 days ago. The rest
No,
of
you
them
told us
were.
like a week.
Wasn't it like like after Blossom found out?
Yeah, that was before we went to the Queen of Redwater
So-
fight.
No, I thought you told us about it after it was like on the road or something. I think it was between the past city and this city, so it might have been like 4 days ago.
No, I think the way I remember it is Blossom got shifted over to the Feywild. Was like I saw a crazy Helu over there. And I'm like, ooh, I might know
That
something
was
about that.
before we left.
Yeah, so
Oh
that was
shit! I
only
thought
like
you
2
had
days
told
ago.
us. I thought you had told us that after with telling us about the whole crystal and map and stuff that happened when we were on the road. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
There have
so
been
I
so many fucking secrets.
think it's been like 3-4 days since you told everyone
Wow,
else.
Wilson cannot even keep a secret for 4 fucking days.
Not even a week. Not even a
Yeah,
week.
so they only found out about 2 days ago, and most of them were pretty adamant on telling you, and I was the one who talked them out of it. So don't blame any of them for any of this. It was my idea.
I'm very mad right now.
You have all right to be. Honestly, at the time, I thought I was recommending the best course of action.
You weren't.
I can see that now. I was just I was worried. We had that whole talk recently about you being afraid of hurting us, and of course this whole revelation came soon after that. So the timing just it didn't seem quite right to me. I wanted to help you through what you're going through now before I threw something else at you.
Didn't seem quite right. There's never going to be a right fucking time. Is it just funny to you to see this happen to me?
No, quite the opposite. It keeps me up. Hello, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about everyone. It feels like I take 2 steps somewhere to help someone, and I find something else new about them that's dragging them down. Same way there's something dragging me down. I tell someone and it tends to get bad, and I don't know. I just thought that you had enough on your plate already that maybe we can figure something out, or maybe after I told everyone, we can find a time to sit down with you and tell you in the best possible way. Because God knows if I did it by myself, I would have fucked it up. So yeah, I didn't want you to find out this way.
Did you know she was
Sorry, can you say that again?
Did you know she was afraid of me?
Did I? Did Blossom tell me that, or was that's what she was trying to tell me before we got ambushed, right?
What was it specifically?
That Blossom was afraid of Helu. You told Ilif. I think you might have started telling me at the camp, and then we got ambushed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think the most she got out was "I'm afraid," and then we were attacked.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't know about that.
I feel like Helu's gonna have to roll an insight check.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be piss. Hold on, what's my fucking insight? Hello.
But yeah, Marcus did
Hello,
not
game.
know about the whole Blossom being scared thing.
17. I guess I'll leave that up to you, Justin.
I mean, he's what I'll say is, Marcus doesn't seem to be leaving out anything. He's told you the details behind how he found out, how long ago it was. So his body language hasn't changed up or anything. I mean, at most there might have been a slight shift in him, less from him lying and more about him being like, I knew something about Blossom that she didn't tell me, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
So he basically just says, no, I had no idea about that. As far as I can tell, she's the only one that feels that way. If that's the case, I sure as hell don't. Hey, listen, I love you, Hello. I care about you a lot. I know I'm really crappy at showing it, and I have my own shrewd way of quote unquote protecting others, as Ilif might say, but I really thought at the time it was the best thing.
I know.
You know, I'm sorry about all that. You know, I haven't.
I know you are.
Yeah. Guess I was just so caught up on all of the animal stuff. You know, I can. This is gonna sound weird, but I can kind of relate to all that. But your mind being one way and your body reacting to it in whatever way your mind is, you know, it's just I haven't told this to anyone before, but you know that whole thing where I can talk to animals.
Yeah.
That I mean that whole thing it wasn't just something that I picked up one day and I could just, you know, suddenly do. It was it's a byproduct of my time in the dungeons. I was stuck in there for months. You know, it felt like years to me, and I was all alone. Eating, I didn't get much light down there, but I sure as hell didn't have the chance to talk with anybody. You know how much I love talking, so that was absolute torture to me. So after a while, I just started talking with the rats and the roaches, and I kept talking, and they never really talked back to me until one day they did, and I was really happy. It gave me some solace, but the whole time I was stuck in the dungeon, I didn't know if that was something I could actually really do, or if it was just my body and my mind taking over for me, making sure that I can keep going, that I can find some kind of rationale, some will to stay down there and not just completely lose my mind. I'm out now and it's still something I can do, but I don't know the kind of person I would be if I didn't suddenly just decide that I can just talk to fucking rats. Probably would have bashed my head in, who knows? All I'm saying is sometimes your mind is just freaking weird, you know? It's less about you and who you are, it's just sometimes we know what's best for us without actually really knowing it, I guess.
I guess.
But yeah, I'm sure that and all this new stuff, we're gonna figure it out.
Sure. Yeah.
Of course,
I think I'm gonna stay out here a little bit longer.
it's really cold out here. Maybe you sure you just don't want to come inside with everyone? I just made this new kind of tea. Might be nice to try. You don't gotta be here alone. And listen, I know you're pissed off at me, at Blossom, but I mean you
I'm
don't
just
gotta.
tired, Marcus.
If you keep chopping down trees, you sure as hell gonna be.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
No, I'll be fine. I always am. Eventually.
Listen, it's okay if you aren't. I I I I tell myself the same thing all the time. I try to avoid it as long as I can, because then maybe it'll go away. And a part of me thinks that works, but it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. It might work for me because I'm used to trailing it alone, but if anybody deserves warmth and comfort, it's you, hello. You know, I know you're shouldering a lot right now, but we don't expect anything from you besides your friendship and all the love that you give us. We care about you a lot, and that's never changed for any of us. Sure as hell hasn't changed for me. You know, I can see that in everyone else when they were ready to jump at this thing and let you know right away. And it was really crappy for me not to tell you. But we all love and care for people in different ways, and this was my way of doing it. And again, I'm sorry if it wasn't the right way for you. But don't let what I did get in the way of you being around the others. I'm sure it's fun to be out here chopping down freaking trees, but we're all waiting for you inside, and you don't gotta go at this alone.
She takes a deep breath and kind of wipes her eyes. No, I know. I think I just need a few more minutes to cool off. I'm still pretty mad at Blossom. I don't want to shout at her. I'll catch up though, I promise.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask? I mean, I wasn't here for the conversation. What exactly are you mad about Blossom for?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I
understand.
need to figure that out.
Oh, of course. Of course. Well, I just hope you know when you are sitting down and figuring it out that it seems to me that Blossom came to you in a very fragile state, quite evidently, um, because she loves you and she cares about you, and I'm sure whatever she was feeling was a lot for her to bear. not exactly happy that she told you in the way that she did, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Uh, it is.
Are you sure you're doing good though?
Yeah,
You're-
I'm fine. Well, not fine, but I'll be okay.
Can I roll insights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, here, and I'll be okay. I just want to know if Hell is hitting something for me here. 15 plus 6, 21.
Damn. Okay. Um, I wasn't going to beat that. She's definitely not fine, but she was like answering you almost like distractedly, like she is somewhat present in the conversation, but it's, I think, very clear that her mind is trying to now process everything as best it can. Um,
Okay.
it's like her mind is sort of in overdrive right now, trying to sort through everything that has just happened and everything that she is still trying to sort through.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Does it look like she has a thought in her mind, not just her like hazing? It's more like she's focused in on something.
I don't know if you like approached her during this conversation, but like once she
Yeah.
sat down on the tree stump, she like has not turned her body to acknowledge Marcus.
Oh, okay.
I think though you know Helu well enough that you don't really need to even see her face. I think like every sort of slight shift of her body, while there may be like an overarching thought, it's still very rapidly jumping from thought to thought to thought to thought to thought, and
Mhm.
so there's nothing concrete. She doesn't have anything concrete right now.
Mhm.
Is more so desperately trying to stop the tsunami of emotions from drowning her.
Mm. Gotcha. Okay. How do I respond to that? I think Marcus would probably actually walk in front of her. He was off to the side over here before. Try to take a knee, not directly in front of her, but close enough, so they can be looking at each other and be like, "Hey, listen, it's all right. I've been seeing you smack around these trees. Kept falling down when I was walking over here, but you don't have to hide what you're feeling from me. I don't want you to do that. You can tell me how pissed off you are at me. How I'll even let you smack me on the face like you did back in Butterskull. You're a lot stronger now, so you can probably one hit me. Still, again,
That
you're
does
not.
that does earn you a chuckle. Um,
Again, you're
you
not in
know,
this alone. Hello, you don't. I don't want you to hide those things from me, even though I'm so great at hiding things from you. But I don't want that kind of thing. I don't want you to feel like you have to hold that stuff in. You're strong, but I don't want that kind of strength from you. And I don't think everybody else does either. You're going through a lot. We all are. And it's okay to show those things, to talk about them, to be mad at them. Because I'm fucking pissed to high hell over everything. Just want to fucking scream my fucking eyeballs off myself sometimes because of what I ended up doing to Blossom and the things I've done to you and the things I'm bound to do to everybody else. But the most I can do is keep going on and keep talking and keep trying to figure out how to right all the stupid shit I've done. Just. It's okay, hello. Do you want to hit me?
No.
Is that a lie? Can I insight that?
You can. Sure.
Sure. Yo, no lie, that's a nat 20.
She genuinely does not want to hit you. That actually is kind of appalling to her.
I see.
Like it's
I say
along the same lines of Blossom being afraid of her.
I see.
Of hurting her party is like the worst sin that Helu
No, of course, yeah.
can think of herself. No, I don't want to hit you, Marcus.
Okay, I hope you know saying that as a joke. Please do not do that to me. I will get knocked out again.
She kind of just looks away, guilty.
Oh, come on, hello. You gotta be like that. I know you would never hurt any of us like that.
But I did. Like you just said.
You mean Butterskull?
Butterskull Branch.
Come on, that wasn't serious. I mean, listen, a strong enough gust of wind would hurt me.
Marcus, I knocked you unconscious. That's serious. And I hurt. I live during the spar. And I hurt Blossom in that same moment. And then later she was afraid of me because of my actions. And I'll probably hurt Sedge too at some point. If not willingly, then she kind of like scratches, like rubs against where the gem lay, almost unconsciously.
Okay. I'm gonna have to disagree with you slightly on that, Helu. Blossom, as far as I can tell, wasn't scared about you because of you hurting her slightly in the past. It was more about what she saw in the Feywild.
But I still scared her. I still hurt her.
And what did she do? She came to you. She came to talk to you. I mean, I think what she did is a sign that she wasn't scared of you in the way that counts, if that makes sense. She was only scared about the things that she saw. I mean, if you truly hurt Blossom the way that you think you did, I don't think she would have been so adamant on coming over here and talking to you, of telling you the truth, of trying to make sure everything was okay between the both of you. I think the same goes for everyone who you said that you have hurt. Yeah, we might have been a little bruised in the moment, but I think all that really matters is how we take it after that moment has passed. We've all told you everything's okay. That it's just a mistake within the moment, and that we care about you and love you. I mean, I think we've all hurt each other in some form or capacity in the past. I mean, we've both been the on the sidelines of one of Blossom's fireballs.
But what if Mab is turning me into a monster? What if one day she takes control and she makes me kill all of you? Because apparently I'm capable of murdering people now.
I think the most that I can really say to that is, what if I told you? What if I told you the same thing? That I just couldn't be around you guys because at any moment the bookkeeper can make me do something that I don't want to. Or maybe Blossom came to you and told you the same thing, that she's scared of hurting all of us because, she's also tied to Mab. Or what about Sedge with his mark? We all have the capabilities of hurting each other that are out of our control. Are we not worthy of being your friend? We can hurt you too? Well, the same goes for you, Hello. Whatever you feel towards us when it comes to those things that are out of our power, the things that we're trying to fight against, is the same exact way that we feel about you. We all know that isn't you. The same way that tie that Mab has with Blossom isn't her, or the same way that weird little fucking rash on Sedge's hand isn't him. Or hopefully, I hope you think the same way that I'm tied to that motherfucker bookkeeper isn't me either. We've all been dealt terrible hands, but those things that claim power over us aren't us. I just hope that you know that whatever feelings that you harbor towards all of us when it comes to those things are the exact same feelings that we have towards you. And it pains me to see you feeling this way, and it's those exact feelings that stopped me from telling you what I saw, and that was wrong for me to do.
Oh. And during that part, Hello kind of finally looks you in the eye, and there is a bit of like dawning understanding.
Even a little bits of victory, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like Marcus like puts up a little pinky finger, like, hey, if there's a possibility of that happening, then there's a possibility of me putting a pillow over your face in your sleep, or fucking Blossom suddenly fireballing all of us, or fucking Sedge turning into a fucking dragon. You know what I mean? How about we just make a promise to each other that if that happens, it's fair game, because we're all fucking taking time bombs. What the hell can we do? Sooner or later, we're gonna find out there's something weird going on with Ilif.
Besides the heat death of the universe thing, I
I
still
mean,
don't
that's kind of
really
like
get that.
yeah, I don't get that either, but that's kind of on the sidelines for Ilif. Like, maybe we find out that they're the heat death of the universe, like they just turn into a sudden sun or whatever. At that point, we're all on equal footing, I'm just saying, Hello, you're not the only one that is feeling scared about the things you can do. After what happened to Blossom, I feel the exact same way. What if someone's only a promise to me away from also being stuck in some kind of weird thing? And Blossom's talked to me, and obviously she's feeling the same way with her mark and whatever the hell Matt makes her do. The most we can do is look out for each other and try to figure out a way out of this. The last thing we want to do is get lost in these things and lose the one good thing that we have, which is each other. We got a kind of strength that those fucking pricks can never take away from us. We love you, Helu, and we understand where you're coming from. Like, I want to help you out. Can you help me out too?
I mean, if helping you out is the halberd cleaving through the what's his fuck face, then sure. Yeah, I can help.
Yeah, okay. We can halberd cleave everyone, and then we'll fucking drop kick Mab and get rid of your little twin or whatever.
Ugh. Yeah, I'd like that.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. You just gotta take it one step at a time. And listen, I'm sorry again for not telling you, but I promise the next time I find out something crazy about you, you have a fucking 6 toe or something, I don't know, whatever the fuck, I'm gonna tell you.
I hope I don't have one. I feel like that's something I should be aware of before anyone else.
I mean, you never know. We're so busy nowadays. I'm very perceptive, so who knows? If anything, it might be to your advantage. It might help with your footing or something. Maybe you can climb trees like a monkey.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. Doesn't sound very fun. I couldn't do that. I'll fall and break my head.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, of course. He still has his pinky out, so yeah, promise.
She kind of like rolls her eyes good naturedly. Just a little bit of a teenager, like, oh God, okay, fine, I guess. But does make the pinky promise.
Worm. Then you gotta lock it in. He twirls his little hand, locks their thumbs, and shake it out. Okay.
What the fuck?
See, that's an extra layered pinky promise. I don't usually do that to seal things off, but this sounds fairly important.
Is this along the similar lines of that stupid shit you told me if I stood still I'd turn invisible?
No, this is actually serious. This is very binding.
Uh-huh.
Only very important business
Yeah.
to do this with.
Roll an insight if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's a 13. I don't know.
Maybe he's serious this time.
I know for a fact that the stupid invisibility thing is a crock of shit. And there was one other fucking stupid thing he told me, and I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember it either.
Yeah, all I remember is the invisible. There was another thing, but I don't remember it, and I'm kind of sad about that. No, that was Helu hearing like horror stories from her teachers.
Right.
No, I don't remember.
I don't fucking remember either. But yeah. Also, just promise me the next time I do something stupid and I end up hurting someone, and I also go on my own spiel about hurting someone again, you just remind me of this conversation.
Deal.
All right, cool. Now, are you gonna keep punching trees out here, or do you want to go to the inn and I'll buy you one of those soups you have a taste for now? Do you think they'll let me get one for my bat?
I don't. Maybe.
Like,
It's not like
do they
a
have like a
real
tiny little
animal,
bowl?
so
Oh, I mean,
I
don't say it around
guess.
him. You might hurt his feelings. Kind of want it like in a tiny little bowl, maybe with like a tiny little loaf
What
of bread.
feelings? It's. Never mind. Yeah, I'll come back with you.
All right, great. We'll get you 2 big bowls.
I think I'm not super hungry.
Fine, we'll get you a little bat bowl.
Lathander, help me.
My brother and Lathandor.
And with that,
Lathander, preserve me.
you two, the summer spring inn. You really quick out that the tavern and the inn are 2 separate buildings.
Oh, yeah, so we'll go to the inn then. I mean, the tavern.
I mean, I say that, but with all the gifts, among all the gifts that been, showing up at the inn, one of them I imagine would like several like a enough soup in like clay container for you all to have at the inn if you would so choose.
Yeah, we got that shit DoorDash over. That's crazy.
She owns both.
Yeah, I know.
I know, but Hello, I think like seeing this sort of flushes again and is just sort of like scowls a little bit, but tries to do it not in sight of any townsfolk.
What gifts?
Yeah, she's still working on that part.
Hey, look, they packed us little sweaters. It just barely fits your arms, Marcus says as he tries to slip it on your arm.
Yeah.
They can be like big mittens or something.
No, there's fully like a grandma sized like grandma made Helu sized one. You know that sort of grandma instinct.
Oh my god, no,
The grandma
my
instinct of
heart.
like looking at a person and being like, I know exactly what size to make this.
Hell,
Yeah.
look at this. This is your blue.
It's nice and soft.
Yeah, you got a whole fucking basket full of swag here. I'm gonna trick you out.
Yeah.
There's even a little beanie thing here that kind of has like cat shaped ears. Throw it on your head. Oh. How could you ever hurt anyone?
the new cursed cat ears beanie.
Cat ears beanie.
It makes gives advantage on charisma checks.
Only if you say nya at the end of your sentence.
Oh my
Only
god.
wait, Jen, please. Wait, Jen,
What
please.
the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Can we
Oh,
get
I
a
don't know.
discount? Yeah.
You just turned into that one girl from Saka for a second.
Well, wait, I have to tell you guys a funny story. So I played Monster Pump with my friends, right? And we were playing Monster Camp.
I'm really sorry. It's almost 11, and I want to get through.
Is it? Oh shit!
Yeah, I want to get through as much of the rest of the session as I can. I'm really sorry to cut you off.
Fair enough.
We'll see for
Fair
after.
enough. I'll just, yeah. I'll
save it for
Yeah.
after session. I am
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, I'll trick out Helu and all the town swag before we sit down and have some soup.
She looks very uncomfortable in all of it.
You guys can gather if you want. In one person's room.
Violet will gather. And then slam their hand down on the table, silly goofy style, and be like, I need to talk to you all about something.
Can I try to get before we gather, I kinda wanna go up to Sedge, it's like, hey, Sedge.
Yeah.
So, Marcus made me this tea.
Okay.
And I was wondering, since you're very much a tea person, that maybe you'd like to try it with me, since it's been a rough day and you seem to be the only one who's still in the inn.
Oh, I feel like Sedge is still like roiling with anger, like just under the surface, trying not to let anybody catch on. And he says, I think that would be nice. Did Marcus give you instructions on how to prepare
It's just a picture of me in a long sleep cap with the little Z's coming out of my mouth. I think it's supposed to be relaxing tea.
chamomile then? Alright,
Possibly.
I will prepare this
I
accordingly.
can't believe we're about
I
to
do-
get a fucking stone Sedge.
I recall.
Yeah. Marcus
I
to your dad's
All a
special
part of my
brownie.
plan.
I got him. He made
I
his
got
own
him, guys.
special
Ah!
tea.
Shut up! Not
Marcus
me,
is,
tea,
Sedge
it's
is
not!
Blossom about to show up to this meeting stoned out of their minds.
Hey guys.
No.
Wait, Jed, new magic item. Ike's dad's special homemade wheat brownie.
Yes, please.
To go with Marcus's wheat tea.
Freaking
No.
Yeah, I mean,
For-
Blossom doesn't know what's in it. Sedge doesn't know what's in it.
you guys can like prepare you guys a cup of tea and like come to the meeting with these teas. But generally, as you drink them, it is a feeling of warmth that sort of staves off any like remaining chill, which actually might help you some, Sedge. It might help that like that cold sort of chill that is the anger. Like actually, surprisingly, helps abate it.
Oh, I didn't consider that. That's so cool.
Nice.
I feel like Sedge takes a sip and feels this and is like, oh. I wonder where he got this from. This is really good tea.
I think he made it himself this morning.
Oh
That's
man,
very
this
Pretty
nice.
isn't
nice,
How much is-
actually.
this I hate to ask this, but this isn't poison or something, is it?
Wow.
Why do you think Marcus would give me poison tea?
It's not poison tea as in poison that's going to kill us, just gastrointestinal distress. He's done it
I
before.
mean,
As a little prank.
do you have any allergies to local plant life?
I'm not sure. You know what? Tea this good probably isn't poisoned. Well,
Probably isn't. Are you hungry?
well, I trust Marcus enough not to poison us, so it should be fine.
Oh my god.
I'm realizing I haven't eaten all day.
Munchy.
And
And
then
I
may-
slept until
Okay.
like noon.
And maybe at this time you like hear Marcus and Helu talking about, oh look, soup from, the tavern. And
Oh damn, I could totally go for some rockin' soup.
Addie?
Blossom impersonation. Poor Blossom impersonation.
Said you know what would slap right now?
No.
Some cheddar potato and bacon soup.
I put my forehead. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling great,
Are you feeling
Sedge,
alright?
but I'm hungry. Are you feeling alright?
Canonically, this local plant
I'm
affects
fine.
Eladrin like it's weed.
Sedge, I haven't felt more relaxed since before I met all of you. I can't remember
Oh.
being more relaxed.
Uh,
And maybe this is
you know what? Let's get you downstairs to Marcus. Maybe he knows what's going on with you. Let's go.
Marcus
I'm sure
doesn't
there
like me
is.
right now. I kind of fucked something up. But it's fine, don't worry.
Blossom. As much I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no matter how much you fuck up, Marcus will constantly look at you like you hung the stars in the sky specifically for him.
Oh.
Why would I do that? Stars are extremely hot bowls of gas. That would hurt.
You guys are having this conversation as he's ushering you downstairs. Gathering, you see Eiliv has like a small stack of parchment.
I would die, Sedge, if I did that for Marcus.
It's
Like, I don't think he would
it's-
appreciate.
It's a metaphor. It's figurative language, Blossom.
This just in, hanging the stars
He-
is not a metaphor in the Feywild.
It means he loves you very much. No matter what you do.
Do you think I'm a fuck up, Sedge?
Oh.
No. And if you still think you're a fuck up, we're all fuck ups in our own equal, horrible ways. But it's fine. We have each other to let us know when we're fucking up so astronomically that we need to dial it back a little.
I think I keep just fucking up worse than the last time.
I don't think that's true at all.
Well, wait till Marcus tells us what he wants to talk about. You seem pretty upset.
And once again, no matter how upset he is, he still loves you. That's not going to change.
Purple man friend.
Listen,
Love to
I
imagine
think
that everyone hears Blossom say "Purple Man friend" as you all like sit down at the table.
Yeah,
Eiliv is
also,
standing,
like, not
hands
even
on the
conscious that
table.
everyone else is there. She's just like having this chat with Sedge. She's like oblivious to everyone else.
You
Is
got
Blossom okay?
Helu decked out in sweaters and beanies and whatever.
I look like fucking Dobby.
That
I have like 12 hats perched on my head.
Eiliv is the only one standing with like a stack of parchment beside him.
guys, doesn't Hello look so cute right now?
Please end my suffering.
Look at the little kitty hat. Kitty cat.
I'm not a cat.
Kitty cat friend.
Kitty cat friend. Give us a
Uh,
little cat noise,
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Helu gives Marcus the most teenage withering stare.
Come on, everyone's here. Just one time. It's like when your parent brings you in and was like, hey, show everybody that little dance you showed us.
Yeah, I think maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, Marcus either saw it on his own face when he was a tween/teenager, or saw it on his older sister's face at some point.
That, or
Sedge,
maybe the many sewer children he's been around that could do it too.
the many sewer children I think could also pull it off as well. I think Sedge probably would have seen it on Elma's face.
that very particular brand of "fuck you."
Yeah. Eiliv absolutely would have seen it on their own face, as well as all of their siblings at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, and my mother.
Oh, just one time.
Blossom
just
has
one
the
time.
vaguest deja vu, but is a little too high to process it.
Yeah. Kitty cat friend.
I am not a cat,
Marcus, I
But-
don't know what you put in
but
that
I do look at Blossom, but I am your friend.
Yay.
I am also going. To,
I'm
This tea is so good.
I am
this
gonna
is
cut
good.
in.
Marcus, Oops,
This
sorry.
this is DM cutting in that Arson has been trying to do something with Island.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just have a presentation.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
PowerPoint to get through.
Maybe.
Parchment point.
Parchment point. Island has slammed their hands on the table in a clearly dramatic fashion and has gone, "Fine. You fuckers don't understand what it is. Except you, Marcus, except you choose not to understand what it is. I have made a helpful parchment point."
Island has fully been
Right,
processing the
right.
conversation with Chandria and decided I don't want to process this.
Parchment point
Switched to
time.
something else.
I'm sorry. What is this presentation on?
What?
No,
What?
no, you didn't. You did not.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yo. No way.
Dad, I hope this you are sharing this, please. I beg.
I have been prepared for this all day. I immediately switched the recording to the voice channel to watch the stream on the stream.
David did that a few days, like 2 days ago.
Wait,
Yeah.
how does this look in game? Is it one of those like standing like poster board things?
No,
that you
no,
flip
their
up
echo is holding it.
Ah, I
It's holding
see.
a stack of, and it's been artfully painted and drawn. But this is a fun.
When did you find the time to make this?
Yeah.
After
look at
this
all the
morning.
Jeez.
You made this
Oh,
this
alright.
morning.
Wait. All this morning. Isla,
Yes.
we were barely gone for an hour.
I
They
kind
work
of slept
fast.
until noon.
Also, Isla has echoes. That's more hands. Can they?
I love
Never
eye
mind.
twitches a bit as their usually actually nicely done hair is like frayed a
And
bit.
where did you find the supplies for this in town? This is a very vibrant blue dye here.
Wouldn't you like to know, fucker boy?
Okay, just start your
Wait.
presentation.
Did you go through my paint set?
No, I would never touch your stuff without asking hello.
Oh, okay.
Did you go through
Why?
my paint?
Yes.
Of course.
You were asleep.
Fair. I was asleep.
Crime is crime. And therefore, like, presentation scene. Even if it's morally right, it's still a crime. And you fuckers seem to not understand that fact. What is the definition of crime? Shut up and listen. Just crime, an action or a mission that constitutes an offense that may be prosecuted by the government and is punishable by law or illegal.
Okay, hold on. I have a question.
Oh my god, shut up and listen. Look at the title. An action,
Q&A's is after, Sedge, please.
an action or activity that, although not illegal, is considered to be evil, shameful, or wrong. We do a lot of shit that would get us prosecuted by the government. But that does not mean it is not morally correct. The third one is a depending thing. Like, giving babies candy that is played up to be really colorful and tasty and it's just bland and terrible. Or tastes like broccoli. Not actually illegal, but it's kind of shameful. But the third one is more of a like a nitty gritty, is a technicality. We're ignoring that one. We're focusing on the morally correct, still a crime. And I know, I don't care if you don't think it's a crime. It's still a crime. This music is fucking dramatic.
I realized that I don't have a good comedy track, so I quickly found one on YouTube, and I'm playing it so it's on the background of the stream, while I very
Okay.
quickly upload it to Kenku.
Cool, okay. It's still crime, guys. It's still crime. We're gonna start with arson.
Oh god,
The
here we go,
definition of
guys.
arson. Arson is the willful or malicious burning of property, such as a building, especially with criminal or fraudulent intent. It does not have to be criminal intent for it to be arson. You just have to willfully burn down a property.
I think
That
that's a
does not-
matter of opinion.
No, it is not. This is literally not a matter of opinion. However, I'm not saying that we don't need to commit arson at points. I am saying it is a crime. Because the definition of arson, one, literally has criminal or fraudulent in it, but also it's just the willful burning of property, which is a
But
crime.
what if they deserve it?
That's
What if it's
You're
my own
conflating-
property?
oh my god. So that's actually fraudulent. That's fraud. So the thing is, Blossom, you're conflating the moral crime with a legal crime. I'm not. I will go back to the morally correct.
Okay.
No, a crime does not
Um,
stop it from being considered a crime.
What if someone were to owe me money and or I'm threatening their life so I burn down their building? Does that count as arson?
I don't
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, it does. It's the willful or malicious burning of property.
I'm a little confused.
I still think that's a matter of opinion.
There we
Are
go.
we
Oh, guess
having
what?
Better
this?
music.
Your opinion is wrong.
Are we having this conversation in like the middle of the tavern where
No,
all these
Yes.
people just gave us gifts, or are we like in a room?
What I imagine is so the inn that you're in, Summer Spring Inn, the top floor is like rooms, the bottom floor is like a communal bath space. So there's areas to prep and like hang out and table areas. That's where you guys are.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Are people now hearing us be like, yeah, arson's not a crime?
I think you guys are like the only ones at the Hot Spring Inn right now, I think. Anyone else who here might be actually in the baths.
Hmm.
Hello is
Interesting.
just baffled.
Can
It is a crime,
I
guys. I
invite
don't
someone
care.
to this presentation or
Do you want? Sure.
I fixed the music, by the way.
okay.
I agree.
I want to see the rest of the. I want to see the rest of the.
Yeah.
slides.
So arson, crime. Doesn't matter if we need to burn down a building or not, or if they deserve their building to be burned down, like Stoneman's mansion. Burning that down, great. I want to do it. Still arson. Still a crime. Embezzlement.
Oh, here we go.
To appropriate something
Everyone
such
looks
as
to Marcus.
entrusted to someone to one's care fraudulently to one's own use. Just
Can I
stealing
ask a quick
money.
question?
Oh my god, what?
Did you just look at my bounty poster and just like kind of pick me up thing for your presentation? That's kind of
my
bad.
God.
Yeah,
I'm feeling very called out here.
Perhaps.
Isla, I also have a question, or it's more of an observation.
Yes, dear.
That is a very detailed moving picture. That's
Yeah, it was just very quick. Like, it's like using one of their hands to flip it for them to flip notebook.
That's the way you got a bunny going through stacks of money.
Because I
What?
thought it was funny.
Okay, I see.
Also, I clearly see you as it was a poorly drawn rendition of you, Marcus.
Hmm. He's a very handsome bunny. I can see that.
Yeah. So embezzlement is when you take money fraudulently, where you trick someone to take things.
and that's a crime.
yes, it
I
is.
see.
What if you fraudulently give someone something?
If you guess what, the next word, fraud.
Hello raises her hand. Teacher Ilif,
Yes, Alu.
may I be excused? I feel like these lessons don't apply to me because I'm 16 and I'm an angel.
No. No, you are an angel. However, it is never too early to make sure Marcus doesn't corrupt you.
Hmm. Is it okay if I invite Schmeckles to this presentation? I feel like he could get a lot from this.
Sure. I was trapped from the beginning.
Wait, no, it's fine. He can pick up at this point. I wave
No,
my
no,
hand.
no. Everyone must get the whole presentation.
I wave my hand at summon Schmeckles.
Welcome to
The Schmeckles
crime is
appear
crime.
is like just scratching his head and his ass. It is like, what's happening?
Hey,
Crime
Schmeckles.
is crime.
I'm
Deadeye
sorry you have to sit
stares
through this
into
presentation.
space.
Sorry in front of everybody.
No.
Here.
Get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh no, you gotta sit down and watch. I gotta watch you. You're gonna watch it, okay? You can
Fully
go.
starting from the beginning. Crime is
Fine.
crime. Even if it's morally right, like arson can be, it's still a crime. And I'm just dead eye staring at Smeckles. Unblinking.
He's just doing that the whole time.
And Ilif goes through the whole thing again.
Alright.
Fraud, where we left off. Intentional perversion of truth in order to induce another to part with something of value or to surrender a legal right. You're tricking them. You're tricking them to give you something.
Sounds like
Embezzlement is specifically, like, generally taking something that's, like, a company or somewhere you're working for. You're taking something through lies or trickery. Fraud is the general umbrella of lies and trickery.
Blossom leans over to Marcus and just says, "Is that what we did to Lomas?"
No, what? Nah.
Generally,
No, of course
fraud is used to get money, something of monetary value. But also you can commit fraud when you're getting someone under false pretenses to sign away a legal right. Like their right to an attorney or a lawyer. You can use words and commit fraud like that, though they never get charged for it, but that's besides the point.
What about
Blossom
freedom?
quietly sips her tea.
Oh yeah, no, the thing is you can surrender a legal right by if you trick someone to sign a contract that surrenders their freedom, that would be fraud. Especially if they do not understand the truth and it's like the perversion of truth. They're being lied to.
A definitely good
Yes,
way. I think you should
I'm
definitely try
Oh,
that.
familiar.
I think that happened to me.
I'm
Okay.
familiar with this one. The castle, the town guard Neverwinter are very good at this.
No, they're not. I tried to fix it. They got shuffled around. Next up,
Oh yeah,
bribery.
I
We're really
bribery
good
is
at this
crime.
one.
Yeah, we
baby.
are not actually. So to be specific, bribery and bribe. Bribery, a noun, the act or practice of giving or taking a bribe. Bribe is money or favor given or promised in order to influence the judgment or conduct of a person in a position of trust. So if we say went to like the mayor and offered them 10 platinum to get free services around town and a specialty on a horse and carriage, that would be a bribe.
Isn't that just paying for goods and services?
That's different because we are. It's okay. It would more be like if a judge wanted to. Yeah, it's like Blossom. You got arrested, and Marcus, instead of talking his way out, paid the prison guard 10 platinum to get you out. That's a bribe.
Marcus could never fail at talking me out of prison.
I tried to talk you out of prison and instead
I
gave
would like to
someone 10
make the
platinum.
argument I'm still talking
What?
Blossom out of it by giving away money. I'm talking someone into taking my money.
Okay.
And also, if the guard just so happens to find the money nearby, I'm not
That's
gonna get
still
into
a bribe. It's still a bribe.
Just
Also,
saying,
the
it's a
favor can be sexual.
much more peaceful solution.
Ew.
That's the last resort.
Blossom blushes. That's exactly what he promised Lervis to get his information. Like, oh. About
It's
that.
money
No.
or favor. Bribery is especially popular in the Feywild.
Oscar speaks up.
No.
It's not always money.
It's not always money. Sometimes it's favor, sometimes it's sex, sometimes it's like political positioning of powers, or
Sometimes it's years of your life.
sometimes it's years of
Freckles
your
on top
life,
of mine.
sometimes
What the
it's
fuck?
yeah, you can bet years of your life.
Why? Why?
Yo, we hitting up with this Nuna voice.
Respiration.
Expensive currency.
Why?
When you live for 100 years, what's 2?
I don't even know how long I'm gonna live. Why would I bet that?
You don't.
You can have
That's
live
why you
forever in
don't.
that cute little hat.
Conspiracy or
hell yeah.
conspire. You
Oh, I
join
think
in a
that's just
secret.
us.
You join in a secret agreement to do an unlawful or wrongful act, or an act which becomes unlawful as a result of the secret agreement. We do this a lot. It's still a crime.
Oh.
Um, well, I would say that we don't do it in a terms of an unlawful or wrongful act. We conspire to fuck people's shit up that don't really want us involved. But it's still a crime Because we're technically committing conspiracy to commit something.
Honestly, it seems like a crime just to even fucking breathe. So
For you, Marcus, it is. Specifically, conspiracies and conspiring is when you are plotting to do something that generally would do harm to others or property. Similar to how, like, fraud is. Like, you can conspire to commit fraud. You can conspire to commit arson. You can conspire to commit murder.
I'm
Stuff like
always
that.
inspiring then.
Yes, you are. You quit. Right now, we're literally conspiring on how to overthrow some of the populace of the aristocracy of Neverwinter. Specifically, Stobin.
Okay, but he's a bitch, so.
That's, again, we're going back to the morally correct thing to do. Still a crime.
I don't know. I think I'm with Marcus said on this one. This seems pretty bullshit.
Yeah,
No,
man.
no,
just
no, no.
honor
Again,
people type of
again,
thing.
again. Just because something is the good thing to do does not mean it's not a crime.
I'm sorry, Arson. We
Crime?
would not be able to do our job. It seems like all we could do is write strongly worded letters, and if we use the wrong stamps, it's still gonna be labeled as a fucking crime. So I
Yes.
said we burn down some buildings, conspire, bribe some bitches.
I am literally, at any point in this presentation, have I said we shouldn't do these things.
Oh, this is
So
just a
we
public
are
service
going-
announcement to us.
Yes, this is telling you that these things are in fact still crimes. But again, I've literally burned down a building before, guys. I've done most of this shit. Except fraud or
okay.
embezzlement.
We change that.
So was this more of a to-do list?
Yeah, is all we're doing? Is we
letting the
listen?
people know that letting Blossom and Halou know that these things are still crimes, and if we get caught doing them, we are in trouble. However, morally, who gives a shit?
Okay.
The government? Fuck them.
Fuck the government!
Other
Honestly,
than my lady Chandria, she's wonderful.
Sure.
Still a
I
crime.
mean, she's still part of the government, but
Yeah, same.
she tried to take away your health insurance just because you got caught in the middle of Worldfall, but whatever.
No, I was presumed dead.
Tomato potato.
No, that is I was
Boy, Hallie.
presumed dead, and there was no reason to believe I was alive, and I got my health insurance back after a long paperwork process.
Halou being a little chuckle fuck
Good for her.
and
honestly.
taking
Yeah.
after
Ignoring
Marcus.
the current issues.
I think that's this whole point of this presentation is to ignore the current issues.
Remind us why we're friends again. by defining crime.
Yes, because we're all criminals.
Yes, we are. I just happen to be a criminal with a badge.
Ooh,
Isn't
gotcha.
that
worst
just
kind
what
of
being a guard
criminal.
is anyways?
Oh, absolutely.
True that.
Oink oink, am I right?
I looked distraught and it's like, you're not wrong. The thing is, I was more a soldier than a town guard. The line is unexistent. They're the same thing. I just didn't patrol cities. Because if I did, I would incite a riot against the other guards.
Is that also a crime on your list?
It
Yes.
is.
Well, okay, so there's a difference between protests and riots.
I see.
However,
so now,
the
so now
local
we're cutting
government-
things down when it relates to you now. Huh? We're just gonna. It's a crime.
We're just gonna gloss over your crimes?
No, I'm
Wow.
saying I was gonna roast myself, but damn, okay. I was gonna say that protests are often construed as riots by the local government when they've done nothing wrong.
That is true.
I mean, what you're saying sounds
Everyone
like a coup,
knows
to be
that.
real with you.
Everyone knows that anything that's called a riot is just what our governments want us to think. And I'm not letting the government tell me what to do. Or how to think.
Yeah, I'm smart enough to think for myself.
No, you're
Of course
not.
you are, dear.
No, you're not.
I
Awesome,
think even
understand.
Oscar will pipe up. No, you're not.
I think the
So
whole
I
party
would
knows.
lovingly
No,
tell
you're
you-
not.
I would lovingly tell you that the sky is actually a shade of periwinkle, and it would take you a good few minutes to question me.
But it is periwinkle.
No, it's not.
It's not
honey.
a true blue.
Nobody blame Blossom. Blossom's a little colorblind. Is what it
What
is.
do you-
What's
what
the
do
next
you
crime
mean?
on the list?
What?
Nothing. They're all still crimes.
Wait,
I
so
ran
inside
out
of the
of
ride
crimes.
isn't a crime?
So I didn't make. I ran out of paper
Oh, I guess Poshmet is still. Why didn't you just steal Poshmet and add theft to your list of crime?
because I was lazy and I ran out of time. Okay. You can see
Crimes
that they
are
were
not
all still
hard to
crimes just
steal.
scribbled on the back of the previous piece of parchment.
A list of other crimes on the
Is
backside.
this the end of the PowerPoint?
It is.
Sedge starts clapping politely.
Oscar does too.
Yeah, Hello, like with 3 mittens on each hand, just like muffle, like thump 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 clapping. Is still so confused as to what's going on.
And you see Schmeckles like jerk awake from the clapping. He's like, "Yeah, good job."
Oh, do you need to go through it again, Sneckles?
No, I got it. Arson's crime, embezzlement, fraud. All in a day's work, right?
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna write off that you've seen this presentation, Schmeckles. That way I can wipe myself from any legal liabilities.
At least I'm here.
This is HR training.
Yeah.
This is our
Taking the
HR
opportunity.
loadout.
Yeah,
Taking the
yeah.
opportunity.
Can I go home now?
No.
Is
Take a
it-
bath.
Please send him home.
No, he's take
Please.
a bath.
He needs to take a bath.
Just take a bath.
Okay. The second door to the right is Ilov and Sedge's room. Go use that bath.
He grins. Got it.
Oh, you guys are gonna have a dookie-filled tub.
I pulls out the thorn of red water and fucking throws it at Sneckles.
roll for an unarmed strike for an improvised weapon, I guess.
Get his ass, get his ass, get his ass. Fight, 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 fight.
Welcome up,
How
Isla.
does improvised weapons work?
I think this would just be a D20 plus your strength mod.
Oh, okay.
'Cause you're not
Strength or
proficient.
dexterity?
16.
It's improvised, so I think it's straight up just strength.
Mhm.
I'm not proficient
Yeah.
in improvised weapons.
Yep.
16.
16. Hold on, let me pull up this Schmeckles
let me
fucking
check.
AC.
I'm pretty sure that hits, but I'll double check.
What the fuck is going
Aberrant.
on?
Plus,
I don't
yeah, that.
know.
What was it? 16?
Yeah.
I think that just hits. Yeah,
Here,
because
it's
armor
summon
class plus the level of the spell, so it would be. No,
What's-
wait, would that be 17 actually? No.
summon aberration.
No, it'd be 16, yeah. Summon aberration, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's AC 16. Cause
Yeah,
it's,
it is 16.
Yeah, it's 16, so it hits.
So you hit.
Oh. That's 18 points of damage.
Damn.
14 and then 4 necrotic.
Hold on, let me look at improvised weapon rules for damage.
Okay, well, if it just has none of the pluses, then it's 11 points of damage.
So your improvised weapon, okay, similar to an actual weapon, can be treated as such. Well, this is straight up a weapon. So yeah,
Yep.
roll the damage plus, I think, your strength mod.
And then it's
Plus
a
the-
plus 2
plus-
weapon.
Yep.
So yeah, that's 14 points of damage with 4 of necrotic for a total of 18.
Okay. Hold on. So this is cast at 5th level, so this would be he has
Alive.
60 hit points. So you hear him just go, "Ah, what the fuck?"
Dismiss him
What?
and
what-
run up and take my sword back out.
it was your idea for him to go take a bath.
I point the sword at Marcus and I'm like, "Do you want to fucking test me?"
What if we get him another
I hold out my hand towards Eyeless. I'm like, good one.
I high five it.
Okay.
Can Schmeckles go away, please?
Okay, fine.
Please.
All right, Schmeckles, you're gonna have to take that bath another day.
You're still a bitch.
I wave him away.
Fucking bitch.
He just flips you guys off as he disappears.
Fucking weird.
Flip him off back.
A little apprehensive, guys. Well, thank you so much for the enlightening presentation. I love.
Caleb's eye twitches a bit.
I'm sure everybody
You know,
got a little something
Marcus,
out of that.
seeing Schmeckles again reminded me of something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yeah. What is it?
So what exactly are the limits of the what is my status with the bookkeeper? What's
Sorry?
going on with that?
Change me back.
You know, the whole
Am I
promise
a
thing.
high value woman?
Yeah.
I like thinking about the chain and going.
What's going on with that? Has there been any updates? Has he asked you anything?
No.
'Cause I haven't gotten anything from him.
The last time we talked, we didn't really leave off in the best terms, so I didn't really take the time to ask him about
So-
whatever plans he might had. It was a lot of me talking and him being like, "Sucks to be you."
Great. So the person who currently owns part of my soul is mad at you.
Yeah, honestly, he owns part of
Right.
my soul too, and he's like kind of always mad at me in some kind of way or another.
Oh, so it's just gonna be business
Actually, no,
as usual
that's the
then.
wrong term. He wouldn't be mad at me. He's indifferent to all of us. He's very above all of us. We're kind of just like we're kind of just like ants until we're useful, that kind of thing. So I mean, until you prove yourself useful, I think we're fine.
That doesn't invoke me with a ton of confidence, but
Imagine how I feel, just kind of going about my day until something happens, like having a
Just
couple
kind
of
of
drinks,
waiting for the
having a
other
couple
shoe
of
to
drinks
drop.
with my girl, and then suddenly I'm woken up from my sleep. It's just kind of the way it is. Welcome to the club. Yeah, I'll let you know the moment he hits me up and it's like, hey, I got some big plans, but it does not tend to happen. Not very often. I would say I would go and talk to him, but it's probably not a good idea because I might get the ball rolling. Who knows?
Let's
Hopefully
not
that's
poke
the goal.
bears.
Speaking of that, just a very ever so slight pivot. I just want to put this out into the room, air it out a little bit. Just happened, but I think it's important that we all talk about it now. Helu is aware of that thing we talked about.
Oh, did you finally decide to tell her?
No, it kind of came out. Blossom told her. So I just want to make sure that we all take a moment to really tell Helu just how much we appreciate her and how much we love her. How about we all go around the room and say one thing?
What is
Helu,
happening?
I love the way that you cut little things of fruit for me and give it to me ever so often. That's very nice for me. As a young boy, I did not get enough vitamin C, so it's really been helping me catch up.
It shows.
Yes. I very much appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm confused to what's happening now.
Just thought we'd all go around the room and say something we appreciate about Helu, that's all.
You don't have to. And there's like slowly some like color like rising into her cheeks. And I think her ears are like turning like a very like a deep sort of pinky red.
Oh. Who's next?
I will. Hello, I appreciate the way you let me older sibling you in such a silly fucking way sometimes. Also, the way that you, like, just tell stories is really animated. It really brings me into the story and is just nice to hear. And I love that. And I love you. You are wonderful. and I appreciate you a lot in my life, and I am very, very happy to have met you.
Thanks. That's really nice of you.
Yeah, I think you need to be kinder to yourself and let yourself be the kid that you kind of are. Yeah, we're in serious shit all the time, but you can be silly goofy. You can be
Agreed.
silly goofy. You're allowed to.
Like wearing
Like
cat
Selman.
hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Blossom Sedge.
Hello? I appreciate how, despite everything that we go through, a lot of times you are here for us. Whenever we need to talk, or spar, or anything, in a lot of ways, you are our rock, and I appreciate you for that.
She's getting so red. Like she's getting so red. She's like slowly sort of like shrinking into the sweater, and it's starting to look like that there is no Helu doesn't have a face. It's just grandma sweater and cat beanie.
Getting further and further in.
Yeah. All you can really see are like just the tip of her ears, and they're like tomato fucking red.
Oh, that's so cute. Blossom, is there anything you want to say?
Hello. You were one of the first people I really got along with when I joined you. You were the first to really welcome me, and I've always felt like I relied on you. You you always made sure that I was safe whenever we were in a fight, and you you always made sure that I was okay emotionally, and you inspired me to branch out my own skill sets, and I've learned so much from you that I I can't imagine not having you with us throughout all of this. You are the life of this party, of this group. And despite the heavy burdens you bear, you always seem to carry them with a smile, even on the darkest days. You are my hope for everything that is good in this world.
I'm gonna IRL cry.
Here to that.
Helu sort of peeks out from the cat beanie. Looks away for a moment. As Blossom is talking, and then when she finished, sort of fully emerges. I'm sorry, Blossom, for yelling at you earlier. It was
Okay.
it wasn't though. And I'm afraid I won't be quite as eloquent as you, but you are so very dear to me. And I'm sorry and for scaring you. And even though wasn't on purpose. I want you to feel safe with me. To all of you feel safe with me. I know I'm a lot stronger than I probably should be at this age. But I want you to know, all of you to know, especially you, Blossom, that you could depend on me and rely on me to always be there for you. Because you're all the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I think Blossom gets up from her seat beside Marcus and then just goes to stand behind Helu and throw her arms around her.
I think Blossom would probably help. Helu probably would like turn it into more of like a sideways hug.
Mm-hmm.
And very gently give Blossom a very nice, good squeeze. The tension, like, just also kind of leaving Helu with the contact.
Hello, I think I speak for everyone when I say that you say that you want us to feel safe around you. I think that we would all feel unsafe if you weren't around. You know, it's hard to find someone that you would trust your life to and who you just trust entirely. I feel that's the way that I feel when it comes to you, and I'm sure the others feel the same way as well. I agree with Blossom and the others that I cannot imagine my coming days with you not being by our side and not having our back, but most importantly, not being able to see your smile and not being able to see the goofy little way you cut my fruit or bonk me on the head when I say something stupid or the little way you argue with Sedge when he starts talking about a weird little factoid that starts diluting somewhere else. It's just or to see the way you react to Ilif's very interesting presentations. Just you make us feel safe in so many more ways than just how strong you think you are with your halberd or it's just there's something about you, Helu, that just makes all of this work here. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you for being in my life. For being in all our lives, I guess.
I'm so happy right now. I love you guys.
I love you too.
Yeah, we love you too.
Hello, I used to fight in a pair with me and my friend Javin. Just us fighting back to back. And now I have you. And I'm so happy that I have you. Because I trust you to have my back no matter what, both in and out of fights.
Sorry, I'm actually crying right now.
we
Oh.
don't love you less because of what you're going through and what's going on. We love you more because you're strong and you keep going, even if it doesn't feel like you're strong right now.
Hi. I don't know what to say. Thank you doesn't feel enough.
You don't gotta say much. You just have to be willing to let us help you the same way you have always helped us.
Yeah. I'll try. I'm still learning how to do that.
Me too.
So am I, and I'm 10
Okay.
years older than you.
Very new to me too. Let's figure it out together, okay?
Pinky promise?
Oh yeah, locked in picky promise.
And does the Pinky promise of Marcus, does the fucking
Yeah.
lock it in?
I make sure to give Hello the key.
She makes it look like she's tucked it right next to her heart.
You think you're ready for that second bowl of fruit?
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
Alright, let's cook
Oh
you
God,
up
I'm
some nice bowl.
starving.
What
Yeah,
is
you wanna
up with
slow down
that?
that tea.
What is up with that tea blossom?
I don't know, but it makes me feel so relaxed. Do you want some?
I've had
Sure.
some. It's not going to make you like Blossom. More likely than not, I have no idea what Marcus put into this.
Only if you let it to.
I'll drink a few. Hello drinks a few sips. And just goes, ooh, it's fuzzy.
And follow the tingles.
Nice warmth sensation.
You sure you drank the right tea?
Okay, to be clear, I said canonically it affects Eladrin. Like it's fucking
Okay,
weird.
what if it's all elves and Hello's half elf? I'm expanding on your canon because I think it's funny.
I think that makes sense.
Isla eyes the
You just
tea
gave a
warily.
teenager weed.
Isla, do you want some? You look a little tense after your presentation.
It's pretty good. I'm all. It's like a hug.
There's enough for. Let's
Wow.
read about
I also
4
want to point
packs
out
left.
that it technically impacted you guys immediately.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Marcus tea. Of course it would.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like when you steep it, it's like immediate into the bloodstream.
It's nice.
Nothing like a good cry in tea, am I right?
Marcus, did you just rug Hello?
No. What?
Are you
No.
sure? Because
20
now that Islet has said that, it seems very apparent about what's going on here.
What is that? I found a local herb that I know to be a relaxant, and I made it into a tea
Marcus,
form.
Marcus, have you tried it?
Relaxing.
You should try this tea, Marcus.
Marcus,
I
have
only
you tried
need
it?
so much. You should
Marcus.
enjoy it.
And Hello
Well,
like
Marcus-
looks at him very seriously. Marcus,
Yes.
you You should make tea for a living. This is very nice. You'd make very good tea.
I
Marcus
think so.
Marcus,
discovers-
you're in charge of getting Halu to bed tonight. I just want to let you know that.
I think
Said
we'll
you
have
had
trouble
some
after the tea.
too.
Such is
Yes.
fine, though.
You guys should give
The,
Isla
the
some.
tea was fine.
I
Yeah.
tried, but they don't want any, I don't think.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
didn't force it on them.
no.
I'm
No, you
good.
Okay.
No, I don't want to be like that. No, thank you.
Like what?
Okay.
I'm just
I-
super relaxed.
I've been there. I've done
And-
that. I'm not the biggest fan.
That's
Blossoms. I was
Shit.
it really hit her.
Oh, that's gonna suck on recording.
Oh yeah.
I opened something I
Oh.
didn't mean to, and it played a very loud soundbite. That's
Oh,
gonna
no.
suck
Oh,
on recording.
no.
I shit.
oh well.
Only for a second.
Only for a second. Yeah, Blossom's eyes are like barely open.
Alright, well you two enjoy that tea. I'm gonna go heat up another bowl for you.
Fucker. I did it again.
Close the window.
Yeah. I closed it immediately.
Deeply funny.
Okay.
Don't
The
worry
recording
about
is
it.
unpaused.
You guys can hear a bitch.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
I think Halu untangles herself from Blossom. It gives her a very gentle head bonk, and then goes over to everyone else. It gives them also a very gentle head bonk. And then probably takes one bowl of soup for the road and goes to bed.
About to walk into just a half-eaten bowl of soup on Helu's tummy, just absolutely dogged out. Good to know. Seems to also be effective on Helu. Let me put that down just in case Helu has some trouble sleeping. Right then,
Wow.
yes, I love the title card.
Is this a Skyrim thing or a Fallout thing?
Dude.
It's neither. It's Always Sunny. It's the Always
Yeah.
Sunny title card.
Oh.
So the soundbite that played that blasted my eardrums was the fucking Always Sunny
Oh, perfect.
theme.
I mean, that did come up in the beginning of the fucking cafe where I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get some tea and make some for Blossom. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, I think Helu has an early night.
Honestly, good for Helu. I was worried Helu was gonna have a hard time sleeping tonight. So thankfully, some good old fashioned elfment did the job.
I think as Helu's going to bed, Blossom just turns to Marcus and says, I guess I didn't fuck up that much today.
Sure, darling. How about you go get some rest?
You want to join me?
No, you should finish your tea and sleep it off.
Ilif, do you want some tea?
No.
And then do you
No.
wanna hang out in my room and we can watch your PowerPoint again?
No, I want to hang out with Sedge.
Okay. Well, Sedge has some tea, so they can share with you.
Nope, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I can make you some relaxing chamomile. Certified chamomiles.
I raise an eyebrow and I'm like, relaxing or relaxing?
Regular chamomile. That has not been
Okay.
touched by Marcus.
Alright.
Also, Ilif, it might be the tea, but I could have sworn I heard you talking in my head all afternoon.
Just a tea, my dear.
I give Marcus a look of just, are you pulling the same shit again?
What? A stranger
like-
Actually,
wouldn't have any
I looked
idea.
at it out loud. I looked at it out loud. It just looks at Marcus and it's like, have we not learned lessons yet, Marcus?
Marcus gives a side eye to the wobbly fucking Blossom, giving the look of, does right now seem like a good time for you to tell her that?
We'll
Tell me
find some
what.
other excuse.
No, that's
No,
just great.
I want to know. Tell
Oh, there's a
me.
bug on my wall.
That's in character. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, it looks like there's a silverfish on my wall or something. I'll handle it later.
Where?
Uh,
I want to see the bug.
A silverfish? Oh my god, I would die.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. It's just on my wall. It's been unreported. No, because I'm not keeping secrets for you, Marcus, and I did this. So it's technically my shit to tell.
Okay, not sure.
And I'll
who
just
this
tell
is
her
gonna
what.
entertain.
So Marcus sent me into your dreams last night. There was some shit, and I left an echo of myself to help protect you. Good night. Afternoon. And goes up to the room with Nurse in Spencer's room.
It's just as bad as Blossom.
You did what?
Feywild elves, guys.
Blackout.
you did what?
Carry Blossom over to the room now.
Blossom immediately sobered up for a minute.
Yeah. Talk
I'd say
quickly.
that kind of news would be indeed sobering.
Oh, the bug moved.
Hmm.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, it moved. It was on my wall. Now it's gone.
Oh no, teleporting.
Hey, shit.
Get Pepper.
That's crazy.
No,
man.
I don't want her eating bugs.
Hmm.
Just grab her
Pepper's full
before
of
she
protein.
eats.
Alright, to bring back in, because it's past midnight and I want to do
Yeah.
one more thing before we
Oh.
finish up. Which is that you all go back to your rooms. It's been a day of like, there's been some
Isn't
emotional.
it still just like the afternoon?
I think at this point it's gotten like it's about bedtime.
Isla did have to restart their PowerPoint.
That
because
is true.
Trouble showed up.
True.
Anyways, so yeah, it is late. The sun has set. You guys are pretty tired just in general from conversations, from a lot of emotions, all of this. You all scatter back to your rooms, setting down to rest. So, oh. But hello.
Oh god.
Yes.
I'm sorry, kid. I just saw that meme you sent a while ago. Marcus in half hand. It's fucking hilarious.
We'll say you're only half elf, so the elf mint, I guess is what I'm calling it now, even though it has an official name from the book that we're using. The elf mint doesn't
Not
affect you, or it, like wears off faster than it does Blossom. Blossom sleeps through the night. Blossom is out cold. You, however, I think would wake up halfway through the night. It's late, it's dark out. The
I'm
elf
thirsty.
You're thirsty, the elf mint has worn off.
Num num. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I need some water. Oh. No, I'm not going back to bed. I guess a walk won't hurt.
Oh no.
Grabs her clothes, grabs her halberd. You know, just in case, you never know. And just to burn off a little bit of energy. After getting her water, she'll go outside, and start kind of just taking a quiet walk, enjoying the night. I imagine it's like 3 a.m. No one's awake.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. and no one's awake. The moon is out, so despite the fact that it's nighttime, like well past the time when the sun has set, you can still see pretty well with the light reflecting off the snow all around. I think somewhere along the line, you wander past the inn, obviously, you wander past the tavern. And what's your passive?
16.
Okay. I think as you wander past, I think part of you just sort of awake, trying to tire yourself out. You do go check on the mounts, the elks. Portia, I don't know where Portia's. Portia's probably like, um, whether Portia is desummoned or whatever, but Swifty is there. Swifty is there. All the elks are there, except they aren't. Do you notice there is an elk missing?
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah, you look over, you check the other elks. Yeah, it's the fucking idiot.
My fucking idiot elk. Hello just quietly swears and starts sort of looking around. Probably looking for tracks first because snow.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't snowed or this just happened, as tracks are clearly visible and seem to meander down the road and across the bridge into
Hello is jogging lightly, just quietly swearing. Fucking stupid ass elk. God damn it. Just turn into Flamio. Gets up to the woods, is just like, Abaddon! You fucking stupid. If you're eating rocks, I'm gonna kill you myself. And we'll...
Tracks lead farther in. And it gets darker and darker. Night harder to reach. Eventually you see shape ahead of you. A bit further than might be comfortable at this hour, but you see a shape that at this point you've recognized.
There you are. Come on. It's too early. Late for this. Get up. She'll go over and gently, because I don't think maybe his tack is on, gently grab one of his antlers. Just pulling it lightly. Come on, you stupid, stubborn animal.
Gives a bit of a grunt of protest, but slowly turns, led by you, and on the
Well, that was enough adventure for one night. Let's get you set back up.
walk back. Walk. Disappear. And that's where we'll leave it.
No! Ah, fuck, lads.
What?
Yeah.
Hello, no!
We'll stop the
Also-
recording.